Hello, and welcome to Charmed Persons. We are so happy to have the majority of our party here. Ian, they are here in spirit. Are sending them love. But we have everybody else here. We're excited to get back to the world of Tayaroth, back to the world of a little help. We'll do announcements later. Without further ado, let's jump right on in to tonight's session with a little bit of a recap of what's been going on. Our party, A Little Help, have been through quite a bit in recent weeks, from having their shared caravan attacked to infiltrating a gang of thugs and thieves in the city of Barrington to mourning the loss of loved ones, from uncovering a secret ancient organization to freeing a city of ground-dwelling dark elves. All of these events have taught them more about each other and themselves. Having recently exited the underground, our party reconnected at Miss Kettlepot's house and met with members of the Palladium Planopticon that informed them of an old prophecy that might be coming true, known as the Returning. The Returning began with the reappearance of servants of the banished and ended with those banished deities of the world reclaiming their thrones and throwing Tayaroth into another divine blight. The Animalia, apparently trying to be the catalyst of this prophecy, were searching for the Scepter of Malar, a powerful magical artifact that could help bring back Malar from his banished state. The scepter was split into 3 parts: the Iron Lightning Staff, that belonged to former party member Edmund, who is now Quiz Rizik, a changeling working with the Animalia. The blade of the scepter, Guvar, was said to be buried with a warrior known as the Black Knight, long gone under the city of buried under the city of Sildira. Lastly, the final piece, the Rusifta Ruby, was held by 2 of our party members' parents on display with other stolen ancient artifacts. The party then gathered some items, some armor for their badger companion, and then re-enlisted the help of one Cad Billwright to grant them his caravan and make their way west to the civilization of Bayhoth and the city Bayhoth proper. Along the way, our party members passed a former servant family of the Silver Steps, who Cuinn and May recognized. The party and this family were then thrust together by a coven of hags hunting the nearby road. Rolling fog crowded the group together and a battle commenced. A Little Help were able to defeat the hags, but not before the death of one Tom Greenhorn, the father of the servant family. We left off with the party collecting items from the fallen hags, and Hilda and Winla Greenhorn mourning their fallen loved one. And that is where we find ourselves now. The fog has kind of dissipated away. The wildlife, the sounds of wildlife kind of reappear. The presence of these evil hags fades in its existence. You've gathered what you gathered last session from the hags, the multiple vials of different kinds of liquid. There was also a staff of withering, a dragon tooth dagger, and a ring of protection. And as a matter of fact, who has the 2 vials of poisons and the ring of protection? Okay, that's Morton.
I think,
Has, go ahead.
well, I have 2 vials of black liquid. You didn't tell me what they were, just black liquid.
Yes, you don't know what that is.
Okay.
And you
Wasn't sure
have
if
the
that was
dragon
poison.
tooth dagger.
Yes.
And then who has the acid and staff of withering? Also Morton. Okay. Great. I just wanted to keep that in mind. Have either of you attuned to either of any of those items?
I would have attuned to the ring of protection because your boy is a little spongy.
Okay. All right.
So I definitely did that.
Okay. Wonderful.
And I would have probably unknowingly, but because he doesn't know what it does,
Yeah.
he would have attuned without knowing to the dragon tooth dagger and like replaced the dagger he had on his belt with it.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, you find yourselves in the middle of the night. The events having just occurred. In the background, as you gather up these items, you hear the morning calls of Winla and Hilda. What would you do?
Do we have we woke up, you just said?
You didn't
So
wake
we're-
up. The
battle,
battle
just
just
happened.
happened.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I thought you said the morning calls, but you meant morning as in like
Yes.
that.
Morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, he really rushed past this.
He didn't specify the U. It's actually Mawerning.
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
Guys, show some respect. There was a death here today. Okay, that's all I need. I didn't have anything specific that I wanted to do.
Okay.
We ended right after the fight, right? That's
Mhm.
when we ended.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead, Evan.
Yeah.
I have all the things that I have grabbed from the two hags. I think there were 3 in total. But I managed to get to one of them. Oh.
Everything's fine.
And I have like all this stuff in my hand in gold, and I go, I've got some things. I've only taken one so far, but I have other things that I don't know if anyone is more interested in.
I'll take the
Yeah.
staff. I mean, I don't want to jump on anyone, but I'll put my name in the ring.
Wow. I
Or-
thought you were
alright.
a hammer.
Anybody
Dude. Haven't you
know
like always said that?
I
Am I great?
I am a hammer guy, and a staff is not a hammer classically, but it does boink people on the heads, which is also kind of my thing. So
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
a
that's
little.
fair.
It's a little interesting. It looks like it has a little hand on top. I don't know. Are you into that?
into hands.
No, a staff with a hand on top.
Oh, well, I mean, I'll grab it, but if any one of you like wizards or whatever could look at it to see if it'll kill me first.
Yeah, I could.
I mean,
could-
I've been holding it for the past like 2 minutes, and I'm not dead.
But you haven't used it yet.
Before you spend time with it, let me spend like 10 minutes with it. I can tell you what it could
Sure.
do.
Yeah, I'm all.
I also have these
Just be safe.
little vials of. I kind of shake them. It's kind of look like black stuff. If someone wants to figure out what's in
Yeah,
here
Morton,
too.
if you want to test that, if you want to try that out.
I didn't mean that.
I don't need to test it. Also, did you take the staff? I've been holding out my arm for a minute here. You
I'll
can
take
you
the
can look
staff and
at
hand
it.
it directly to Cuinn.
Okay.
Oh, I was holding. Sorry, I
Staff
was
is
holding
like
it to
3
Cuinn.
times as big as me.
You're holding it to Cuinn. I grab it from you and hand it to Cuinn.
Well, I'm gonna hand it back to Flint. So you hold on to it. I can't really carry that, and I'm gonna go try to comfort Hilda and
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Windla.
Well, I thought you were gonna
if-
identify.
Yeah, just tonight, later tonight.
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
Isn't it
And then
like
just
going
if they
for it?
want to,
Yeah, yeah.
if
Sure.
Are
I'll hold
susceptible.
on to these, and I put the vials in my pack.
they seem like they want to be alone, I'll leave them alone. If they
You approach Windla and Hilda as they are just kind of crying. Windla, the wife, is, inconsolable, sobbing, hugging onto his chest. Hilda is kind of like standing over her with a hand on her shoulder, just kind of quietly crying. You approach, and Hilda looks over, and just kind of like, Hilda's young, and she understands little of why her father and mother are wary of you. And so she just sees 2 faces of people who were friendly to her and nice to her. And she sees you coming, and she runs over and just squeezes around your waist and just kind of starts crying. It takes Windla a moment, but she kind of recognizes what's going on, and she looks over and sees you and you hugging Hilda, and kind of takes that in for a moment and makes eye contact with you, and doesn't say anything, but in that kind of it shows the acceptance of what's happening, but obviously just kind of turns her focus back to Tom.
yeah, and I won't say anything. I'll just kind of be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there too. I'll hug her too.
Yeah, you kind of join in, and it's a little Hilda sandwich as both of you just kind of give her a squeeze. And as this is happening, Gron, who is also traveling with you, the half orc, member of the Palladium Planopticon that joined you from the city of Barrington. He's kind of sitting with his arms crossed, like awkwardly watching this whole thing, not really knowing what to do about it. And you hear him kind of say, "Oi, we've got company." And you turn to see 2 horses with figures on them just kind of galloping towards you from the main road. You went through the forest, but I mean, it was big enough for a wagon to go through, so you can probably see them about 250, 300 feet away, kind of galloping towards you.
Do we recognize them? Do they have anything on their clothes that would...
As they get closer, I would say that Cuinn and May are a tiny bit preoccupied, so Morton is probably the one who notices it first. But Morton, you see symbols of Behoth and armored individuals showing symbols of Behoth kind of riding towards you. They look like soldiers.
It's probably not a good sign that there are soldiers coming near us. Everyone play it cool. They probably see us, so there's no point in hiding.
We could get back in the caravan.
They'll chase us, probably.
Well,
I
just
assume.
in the caravan, not running, not moving. We just get in the caravan like we just
Kinda-
stopped to have a nice little snack or something. Nothing to see here.
And we're heroes.
group
Why
up.
would they chase us?
It doesn't
Exactly.
matter. They don't need a reason. They don't need a reason to be weird. So if we want to calmly move back towards the caravan.
Yeah, calmly.
Yeah,
calmly.
Yeah, very calmly.
And I'm gonna calmly just, turn this guy around, and it's okay. That's what I'll do, says Cad, who is still...
Yeah, keep just breathing.
Also-
breathing.
You did
Everybody-
bring Cad, right? Yeah, Cad
Yeah.
insisted on
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Also, sheathe your weapons. Just might be a
Oh,
good
yeah.
idea.
I don't have a
Sheathe your
sheath. I have
weapons.
a
Stop about it.
Whatever. Do what you're gonna do, Flint.
As they get closer, you see 2 individuals, human. One with kind of like a shock of red hair that's like medium length and kind of is flowing back with the speed of him riding through, clean shaven. Another with brown hair and kind of a goatee. Go ahead and make a perception check, Morton. And Chad, make a insight or perception.
Insight or perception.
I got a 3.
Okay.
I got a 17 insight.
17 insight. Okay. So, Morton, you're kind of preoccupied with what the hell is everybody's reaction about to be. So, you're just kind of focused on their approach. Chad, as you're looking at this insight, as they approach, they seem concerned. You see a look of concern on their face. But also with a 17, I'm going to say their armor is not currently... They have the bare minimum of their armor on, but they don't have their armor like fully on them. Some of it is hanging off the side. You also kind of see like the goatee of the boy in brown, and as he approaches, you see that he's basically just a boy. Probably 18, maybe 19 years of age. Would not be willing to be called a boy, but as in all senses probably is, especially with the way he looks, kind of not only concerned, but maybe a little bit frightened. And not only that, but what I was going to say with the goatee is it's like not very clean shaven, and definitely seems like recently grown. You don't know much about military, but you do know about soldiers. You meet a lot of soldiers in your time at fighting arenas. If they're not fighting there themselves, they go there to spend gold, and that's where they get their reprieve. And especially in a big city like Behoth, like unkempt facial hair is not a thing that they would probably deal with their soldiers. With the fact that there's just 2 of them, with the fact that their armor's kind of off, it seems like maybe these guys were soldiers, or like, it doesn't seem like they are active duty Behothian soldiers.
Gotcha. I
So
kind of
they-
whisper that to Morton. not so everyone sees, but just settle over to Mort and say, these guys aren't soldiers. At least not right now. They don't look like soldiers.
That makes sense. I mean, I'm surprised I didn't see it. That goatee, clearly.
Yeah.
The one with the red hair. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, Quinn.
Would I notice that they're the Hothian?
I would say definitely now that they're closer, for sure. You would notice the symbolism of Behoff.
Just whisper to Winla and Hilda and just say, "We're not Silver Steps." If they ask.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Yeah, just straight roll.
Okay. Persuasion. That's a natural 20 for a 26.
Hell yeah.
Winla kind of looks at you and is like, I'm not here right now. So she's not to be worried about. And Hilda kind of looks at you as if like you've given her like an important mission, and she's like,
Right.
Okay.
Hey, don't buy any weapons for this kid. It's gonna die. So don't.
As they approach, the younger man in red hair kind of just stays concerned. You do notice he has a hand on the hilt of his sword. And then the one with brown hair kind of rides, and he says, "Oi there! We heard the sounds of fighting and attacking from the main road. We came to see if anyone needed assistance."
Yeah, good morrow. No, we got it. There was a couple of hags that had set up a trap for weary travelers, and unfortunately, our caravan got caught in it. But we're all right now. Are we all right, gang? And I look around at everybody, and just to check in where everybody is before anything goes down.
I'm so calm
Everything's
right now.
okay.
Yeah, a little shaken, but we're all right. How are you? How are you on this fine? What time of day is it now?
Yeah, like midnight.
What are you doing traveling the road at midnight? It seems awfully late for soldiers to be walking about.
You notice them exchange a glance between the two of each other. And then they look back towards you. The one who was talking kind of continues to talk. The redheaded one has taken his hand off the hilt of his sword, but still has a look of concern on his face. And he says, "Well, we're traveling to the city of Barrington, and we heard the sounds of fighting, and we wanted to make sure that everyone was all right. Seems like everyone is. A bunch of hags. That's awful. You don't normally hear about them this far south."
Terrible.
It was crazy, yeah. But no, we're good.
Quite a lot, yeah.
Yeah,
we
we
managed
killed
to
them all.
survive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Which way head you?
Which way had we? Behoff, right?
You're heading west towards Behoff, yeah.
Are we going to Stagmire?
Well, you haven't really. I don't know if that's officially been decided. You've been going back and forth on both Stagmire and.
No, we voted, though,
No, we
didn't
did.
Oh, yeah, you did. You
Yeah,
voted for
we were
Stagmire.
Stagmire.
Yeah,
and
not
then
all
to
of us
Behoff.
voted though.
Yeah, you did.
That's right.
You totally voted. What are you talking about? You were there.
I forgot about that. Yes. So yeah,
We're going to
Stagmire's.
Stagmire.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's lovely this time of year.
Yes, we've heard that there's been troubles up there.
What kind of troubles?
Well, a squadron of and you see the redheaded one kind of like give a like worried glance, and then kind of like look back.
Well, they can't help us.
And he says, a squadron of our soldiers were killed by some kind of monstrosity up there towards Stagmire.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
This is the first we're hearing about it.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, okay. You're gonna need to roll a deception check for me there, Rosie.
Rosie, like.
I'm playing it cool.
Listen, though, I'm gonna give you advantage because everyone else is saying like, "Oh yeah, that's new. That's new."
fancy.
Yeah, it's new. You said a deception?
Deception at advantage.
You just pulled the
Really good
who
at
shit on the
that.
coats. Wasn't my coat, and then just back.
Yeah.
I got a 13. Thank God it was an advantage.
Okay. They kind of look towards you. Right. Right. Well, yes, of course. So be careful, and
Yeah.
so all of you, and he kind of looks, and then he sees the body of Tom, and he's like,
Ooh.
"Oh, are they
Yeah, if
injured? Is
you're-
there anything that we can do?"
Well, if
There's
you're going to
They're
Barrington
real
and
injured.
you want to travel with them just in case anything else happens.
the
Because they were going to
body-
Barrington too, right?
the body was on its way to Barrington. And I look at Chad
right.
very closely, as I definitely don't want anyone else to be known on these trips, since these might not be actual soldiers. This person was traveling on the road, got caught up with us, and unfortunately lost his life.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
Is that all right? I mean, I know that doesn't fall into your purview, but
No, it's just I don't know, friend. You're being a little bit dodgy, if I could be frank.
Well, we just fought some hags, and one person that we knew died tragically. So if we're a little dodgy, that's to be expected, sir.
We're mourning. Mourning.
Morning.
Flint, roll a persuasion check at advantage for me.
Ooh.
Ooh. Hey, I'm persuasion check. I'm pretty good at that.
Don't say that.
You always say that and then you get like a 3.
21.
Okay, great.
21.
What?
He kind of looks at you and shakes his head. Right. I apologize. With the 21, he goes, if I'm being honest, well, we're not really part of the army anymore. And you see the red-headed one say, "Ren, what are you doing?" And he says, "It's all right, sorry."
It's okay. You can speak, you can tell us everything.
You seem like nice folk, and so I think you should know this. This Cold War that's been happening between Bayhoth and the Kingdom. Well, it's gotten rather hot. War is officially happening.
Oh my.
Bayhoth is mobilizing towards the Kingdom, and we think vice versa. Turns out King Zane and the royal family, they suddenly fell ill. And he kind of like says that knowingly. And then he says, the king's heir, his only child, Kiva, she was killed in this illness. So was the queen, Lysinda. King Zane lies dying currently, and the succession is been called into question. So now that the kingdom is weak, Chancellor Corinth and the Council of Bayhoth, they've decided to mobilize. War is about to tear this country apart.
What are they? I'm sorry. Who's up for the succession now?
That's a million gold question, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really know, and that's the whole point. King Zane has no other heirs that we know of, and so that means someone else is going to have to take over the throne. And while they're dealing with that inner turmoil, the Chancellor and the Council thought it was the right time to strike.
Jeez.
And what about
Sounds like
the
a
dwarves
good time
that
to
bore a
not
hold?
be in Bayhoth.
We've not heard much from the dwarves. They continue to remain abstinent of the situation.
All right.
Well, so where are you headed?
Barrington.
You see the red-headed one kind of speak up, and he says, we're heading to Barrington. You see, he kind of looks at the one who's now named Ren, and he says, we don't want to be a part of that. We weren't meant for war. So we've heard that Barrington's remaining neutral, and we're trying to go there to. That's why we're traveling at night. We need to get there fast.
Well, you're gonna love Barrington. It's very cool and very hip, and there's a lot of great neighborhoods, right? You?
You nods their head and kind of just agrees.
Yeah.
And behind the silver steps, you didn't really hear her approach, but Winla speaks up. And you look back to see her kind of like with Hilda in front of her, her hands on, like kind of around her neck. And behind them, Tom is covered in Winla's cloak. And she kind of speaks up and she says, if it is true that you're heading to Barrington, and if you could accompany us, we would be ever grateful. And the ex-soldier, kind of speaks up, and he looks over, and he says, of course, if we could keep you and your daughter safe on the way to Barrington, then that's what we'll do. And she kind of nods and says thanks. And the redheaded guy kind of like looks at the rest of you and like nods his head and kicks his horse, and he goes over to their wagon to start like seeing, what is going to need to happen to getting them to Barrington. Rosie, what's up?
I want to, as they're packing up to go, I want to go to Wendla as like quietly and privately as possible and say, when you get to Barrington, there's a woman there named Mrs. Kettlepot, and she's there with my wife, Gil Marie. So if you're looking for a place to stay safely while you get, the lay of the land in the city, they're in the southeast district, right? Was where Mrs.
Yes.
Kettlepot was still? Okay. I couldn't remember if we placed her differently.
Yeah.
They're in the southeast district, so just look for, and I'll like describe the house.
Yeah.
And there's gonna probably be a young halfling boy playing with two swords in the front yard, so you can't miss it.
She kind of smiles very lightly, and nods her head, and she says, thank you for your assistance. Stay safe on the roads. And she walks past you, Rosie, and kind of walks up to you, Cuinn and Maewyn. And she says, Tom, cared for me and Hilda very much. He was very protective of us. And that protection often came through as anger. You're good kids. And your family sucks.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
But you two were always good. And stay safe. And if you are, you're heading west. If you see them again, if you go there again, just remember that you're different than them. Okay?
Thank you.
And she kind of walks away, and as she's like leading Hilda away, Hilda like breaks off and like comes and hugs both of you, and then goes with her mom. Morton, yeah.
I take some of the money that I found from the hags.
Okay.
I give 5 gold each to the 2 soldiers, and I look at them both and I go, everyone gets there safely.
Ren puts his hand on your shoulder, and he says, this is unnecessary, but appreciated. Thank you.
Just so you have a little something to get started. And I walk over to Hilda and Wendla, and I give 10 more to Wendla, and to get the foot in the door.
she hugs you, and gives you a kiss on the cheek, and says, "Thank you. This is going to go far."
Here's hoping. Cheers, love. Then I turn around and walk back to the caravan.
Yeah.
I
Go ahead, Chad. Yeah.
as Morgan comes back, Chad walks over and just kind of walks with him for a second and say, "Man, I know you're smart, and I know you wanted to handle the situation, but literally all I wanted to do was the soldiers to go with those two. So
Truthfully, I thought we were hiding them. I got real confused. I thought we
That's
were trying
fair,
to keep
that's
it on
fair.
the DL. That's so my bad. That is
Okay,
my bad.
cool. I just wanted
So
to
sorry.
no animosity, but also,
No,
I just
fucked up.
cool,
Don't
cool,
worry.
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
real bad.
No, we're good. I just wanted,
Gron, Gron, who's just was standing there, and you just didn't even notice him. His voice pops up, and he just says, "Oh, you know what? Communication. It's just really, it's exactly what you need. So
Thank
I
you.
just
Yeah, it's true.
kudos to the two of you. Communication really is key. It's cheesy, but it's true.
Yeah, but
No,
no
it's
worries,
very
Morton. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure, same page.
Mm-hmm.
And as you all kind of pack up the caravan, Rin and Fix, as his name was, they help the Greenhorns kind of as ceremoniously as they can put Tom in the back of the Greenhorns wagon.
Can I play a funeral song of some sort?
Oh, of course, yeah. Roll a performance check at advantage.
God, what if it gets a 1?
Please do that once. Please do that once.
I got a 3 and a 4, but my performance is a +8, so it's 12.
Yeah. So I mean, it's you're a little shaken up. This was a bit of a blast from the past.
Yeah.
So it's not the best thing you've ever done, but it is exactly what it needs to be, and it is solemn, and it accompanies the moment very politely. And you see them kind of nod towards you as Winland wipes away a tear as they exit the clearing in one direction and you exit the clearing in the other. And you continue your travel. What do you just travel until the next day, through the day? Do you find a place? Also, I said it was midnight. That's totally wrong. I think the hag attack happened right after sundown. You were gonna pull off to camp soon. So if you wanted to just stay where you were in camp, you could. I understand it's a bit spooky, so if you want to travel for another 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Travel half a mile down the road.
Yeah.
At
How
least back
far are
to
we
the
away
road.
from Bayhoff?
Oh, I mean, this happened on the second day outside of Barrington, I think.
So we got plenty of time.
Yeah.
So
And
you
we're
have
on
quite a
time.
bit of time. Yeah. Soon, your next stop is going to be in the village of Stillshire, which is a very small, just stop there and sleep kind of a village before you then get to Hydre, which is... Oh, wait, no, you wouldn't even get to Hydre. I think you... Actually, I can't remember. Let me look at the map. I'll pull it up for everybody.
Hydre is past.
Hydra is past Stagmire.
I think we go to Stagmire first.
Yes, so in between Barrington and Stagmire, there's this small village called Stillshire, which is still a couple days away, but it'll let you sleep basically not on the ground for a night, and then from there you will continue up north to Stagmire. So you pull a little bit further away, and pull off and find some place to camp for the evening. Is there anybody specific? Oh, well, we wanted to do the magical items.
Yeah.
So Cuinn spends some time with all the magic items.
Except the dagger. I don't.
Except the dagger? Okay, great. So what does
Why not the
Cuinn...
dagger?
He doesn't know it's magical. He just put it on his belt. It's a cool looking dagger.
So what does Cuinn get a look at?
The black vials and the staff. Is there anything else that we needed?
Oh yeah, Flint gave him the staff. That's right.
Was it just those 3?
Yeah, because I kept the ring on me and it attuned to that because it looks.
Did you want me
very nice.
to look at that ring for you?
I look at it. Nah.
I'm just gonna look
Seems
up
alright.
the wording of identify real quick.
Yep.
Ooh.
It does not do curses.
Okay.
I don't believe. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm doing them all ritually, so I'm setting them all down and just playing some jazz over.
Yes, of course.
Some,
Some
some
improv
music to
Yeah.
some music to get the
Like
identify
waiting, like
them.
hold music.
Sensual
Yeah, like waiting
experience.
music.
Music.
So you know that the staff is indeed a staff of withering. It has 3 charges, and regains 1d3, which is 1d4 minus 1 charges daily at dawn. On a hit, it deals a normal quarterstaff damage, plus you can expend a charge to do an extra 2d10 necrotic damage to the target. In addition, that target must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or have disability.
Oh boy.
Disadvantage, I apologize, for 1 hour on any ability check or saving throw that uses strength or constitution. You can choose. That is the Staff of Withering. The vials, I think that there's a magic item that is similar to this, but I forget the name of it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick.
I can also do some looking while you do that.
Yeah. You.
Love this Cuinn jam.
Yeah, we're all just like bopping, just like very slowly while he's identifying.
As my eyes roll back into my head.
Would genuinely be frightening as someone is playing the saxophone.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
great. So it is. You can look up the item's sovereign glue.
Ooh.
It is two vials of sovereign glue, and basically.
I think I had that in the last campaign.
Oh, did you?
I think so.
Basically, it says in the description that it's a milky white substance, but this is like a dark, thick black, and it can form a permanent adhesive bond between any 2 objects. When found, a container has 1d6 plus 1 ounces. We're not going to do that. It's just going to have 2 uses in each vial.
Okay.
1 ounce, so 1 use of the glue can cover a 1 foot square surface. The glue takes 1 minute to set. Once it has done so, that bond can only be broken by the application of universal solvent or the oil of etherealness or a wish spell, and it cannot be broken in any other way.
We can't be trusted with this.
I'm gonna say Cuinn can't be trusted with this. So unless someone stops me, I just take those vials and I put them back in my bag.
Mind if I have one of those vials? Sort of
I do.
trade for
Nope.
doing this ritual
Nope.
spell? It took a lot of work.
It was beautiful.
Well, thank you, Bean. I appreciate it, but I'm gonna.
Not much of a team player. And I'll pass it to Zach.
I'm giving a firm handshake to the hand on top of the staff.
God.
Oh my
Is
god.
it, I'm sorry,
The hand,
is
the
that
hand,
sentient?
by the way, is like, it looks like a real. It's just like thick and intricately carved wood. It is still a wooden staff, but it looks like a human hand at the end of the staff.
Very a firm handshake. The staff.
Is
has.
that staff sentient? Is that why you're shaking its hand? Is it like a sentient thing?
It's not talking to you, is it?
No, that's not talking to me. But if I see
Oh,
a
okay.
handshake, I'm gonna shake it.
That's
If it starts talking to you, Flint, can you please just let us know?
yeah.
Is that like a general thing about anything that starts talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Any object.
Or... Okay.
Because objects usually aren't supposed to be talking, and if they do,
Gotcha.
it's really only 50-50.
So things aren't supposed to like speak to you. Generally.
So that sounds like things have been speaking to you just a little bit. Has anything spoken to you?
Besides the whatever spirit is in this urn that talks to me all the time, no, I can't think of
The
anything.
what the fuck? What?
Oh, we knew that, didn't we?
Yeah, you guys
No.
do that.
I didn't know
No,
it
I
talked
don't.
to you.
I mean, it doesn't really talk to me except a couple times.
So it does
does.
talk to you.
It does.
What does it say?
Oh, just like general, like kind of like ominous things. But it seems
An example,
It
maybe.
seems like
Yeah.
it's a cool guy.
What-
Seems like
what-
Can you give an example?
Yeah,
I want to see
yeah.
how ominous we're talking.
Mhm.
It just kind of asked me how my day is going. Usually,
That's
Do you-
that,
do you want me
that's
to
what it is.
identify that vial or that
the urn?
urn?
No,
Yeah.
I think we're good.
I think that might be a good idea. I think that might be a
good.
real good idea.
Yeah, I think maybe that should happen.
I'll leave it up to you.
Oh,
Flint.
let's
I'm not
you
gonna-
know?
have fun.
Thank you.
When he
Rosie.
has his fun, we almost all die.
Fun.
Remember, he went into that urn, and we almost all died from Minotaur.
We almost all die
Yes.
all the time.
The whole
That's
thing
fair.
happened in 12 seconds. He barely had an opportunity.
Yeah, come on, that was barely my fault.
But in those 12 seconds, he made the choice to go into an urn and have a smoke.
I tried to go in the door. We don't have to rehash this. I tried to. Go
I
in
wasn't
the door.
there. I can't do plan judgment. I trust him if he says he just is like a cool book that chit chats with him once in a while. I say we trust him.
Sorry,
Okay,
the
but-
ominous
well-
thing threw me off.
Will you
That's
tell us
fair.
if it says anything like bad? Like
Right.
Yeah, of course.
if it
yeah.
tells you to do anything?
If it tells me to like, I don't know, murder some of you in your sleep, I will let you know.
Insight.
Yep.
I'm gonna insight that. Is he gonna do it?
Sure, roll an insight check.
It doesn't matter. I got a 0.
Flint has never been more mysterious to you in this moment.
Can I insight in general? Not that moment, but just like if he's being truthful of this book and if he
Yeah, go
actually
ahead and roll an
doesn't think
insight
it's
check.
like nefarious.
Never gotten a 0 before. This is disheartening.
That is a math 22.
22. Matt, roll a. I think I'm going to say persuasion check. I don't think Matt is. I think Flint is trying to persuade.
Yeah.
Not only Chad but himself.
Yeah. Definitely. 16.
I definitely won't kill him.
16. Okay, so with the difference between a 22 and 16, this is what I'll say. Flint wants to believe what he is saying. Flint seems overwhelmed. Yeah, that's what I'll say.
Okay.
I mean, Flint, do you disagree?
No, I think that's accurate.
Yeah.
Definitely overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed is probably the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Not
But I stand
necessarily
by-
like scared, but like
Yeah.
overwhelmed.
I stand by what Chad said. Then that
Yeah.
doesn't change. Of just like, let him be.
Sure.
I trust him.
Hey, Chad, I didn't want the glue, but now that you wouldn't give it to me,
But
I'm just
see,
letting
that
you
only
know.
makes me like not want to give it to you more because I am a little concerned of your plans for it.
Can
I had
have
no
it?
plans, but now I'm thinking of plans.
Great.
You did this. If something
You can-
happens to that
No,
you
glue,
can, you can think
no.
of plans. Let me know those plans and maybe we can work on something together. But I think I'll keep a hold of them for now. Just like
I just don't see why you're more responsible than I am. What have I done to disprove anybody's trust of me? And I'll look around the room.
Well, I mean,
All right, we don't have to get into it, but I'm just saying
Sure.
Well, you asked us to get into it.
Yeah.
and that was
it was a rhetorical
what you
question.
just did.
Okay, then I won't answer it. But I'm gonna keep the glue.
Fair enough.
I think that's a good idea.
I will. Stay.
Okay.
All right, continue. Let's go.
All right. So is there anything else anybody wants to do before you head to bed for the evening? Rosie?
While all that was happening, I would have probably just crawled back into the caravan and tried some prayers.
Yeah.
Tried some prayers and reaching out and trying to connect with Dune in some way. Because that was really scary.
What do you think, Rosie? You don't have to give me the full thing. But in your best attempt, what do you think Rosie says to do when she prays to him?
Hey, Dune.
It's me, Margaret.
Me, Rosie. This feels like maybe it's been a little while. I've been a little busy. I made some new friends. It's kind of like having a bunch of kids again, so that's nice. What the heck, man? I'm trying my best down here, and a lot's happened, and I don't know, back there that was a little frightening. I usually feel like you're on my side, but I don't know, that I felt a little abandoned in that moment, and kind of had to resort to some old habits. So didn't love that. Anyway, yeah, maybe if you just want to give me some guidance or some clarity or something, I'll be here. We're going to be on the road for a while. If I don't hear from you, well, I guess I've never really heard from. Anyway, lots of love. It's me, Rosie.
Roll a wisdom check plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay. A 10.
A 10? What did you roll on the die?
A 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
With a 10. You feel Rosie, you don't feel much. You don't really get much of a response. It feels as if you are distant. There's something there. There is a connection. You still have his number.
You phoned who dis?
But the call isn't connecting.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay, maybe he's just busy too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not an active refusal, it's just not really connecting.
Right, well, I'm just gonna lay down and close my eyes then.
Okay. Anything that anybody else does before the evening's up?
I just, which probably isn't abnormal, but I like start to do some stretches a little ways outside of like our camping area,
Yeah.
and then I'll take out my fancy scimitar and then the dagger in like my offhand and like
Yes.
practice some maneuvers with the new dagger and all of that.
As you were practicing with this dagger, and getting used to the balance of it, you can definitely tell that this is a very intricately made dagger. Go ahead and roll a nature check at advantage for me.
What's my nature? Not great. 14.
With 14, you know this to be the tooth of a dragon, which means you do
Dope.
know that this is a ancient weapon. This is a old weapon, and yet you drag your thumb along the side of the blade, and it breaks skin. I mean, it is a very sharp, still well-honed weapon. And as you're getting used to the balance and doing your maneuvers, you notice that it is becoming like an extension of your arm, and it feels even better than the dagger that you have. Mechanically, it is a +1 to attacks and damage. And also, you like strike a tree with one of your movers, just like practicing hitting a tree. And as you do so, the cut inside the tree, you notice that the cut kind of as this like acid comes off of the dragon tooth, and kind of burns away, dealing an extra 1d6 acid damage. And then roll a d20 for me.
Oh no.
Dragon comes down and eats you.
A 12.
A 12. And then roll a perception check for me.
I'm scared. 15?
15. Yep, you're good.
Great. Love that. So fun.
Just make roll 3 things at the same
Okay.
Yeah, right now you're good. Okay, so sleep eventually finds the rest of the party. The next day you wake up, you begin to travel. As you wake up and kind of start the next day, chat.
No.
Roll a d20 for me.
What have we done?
A 5?
Okay, and then roll a perception check.
Another 15.
Another 15. Okay, so with a 5 and a 15. As you're kind of doing your morning exercises, your sleeve is like rolled up for the day. And it kind of like you extend your arm a little bit further and the sleeve kind of rolls up past the elbow. And you see black dragon scales that have kind of like, it seems that they are like starting from your elbow and have kind of extended to be like what would be like a elbow patch on like a jacket size patch of black dragon scales on your right arm.
Cool. I kind of notice it, and then I look around to see if anyone else also noticed it. And then
that's a good point. Morton definitely usually spies on Chad when Chad's doing his morning exercises.
Not even spying, just like hang out with like the tea, and it's just like carry on.
I'll give Morton a perception check. Everybody else is probably doing their own thing.
7. I probably didn't.
7. No. Looks like just you noticed.
I like how I rolled all great for the first thing, and they've consistently been 2, 1, and fucking 6.
Then
the dice gods are telling you something.
As
Not
I
yet.
look around, I'll kind of notice him and just like give him a wink, like, "Oh, I was just looking around to see if you were watching me." And then I'll like roll the sleeve down and like quarter sleeve it.
Yeah.
And well, first I'll kind of like pick at them. Like, do they feel like they're?
I mean,
like, how do they feel if I pick at them? Do they feel like they're on my skin or now like my skin? You know?
If you pick at them, it feels like you have. It feels like, I mean, you're touching nerve endings. You feel it as you touch them, and if you start pulling them too far, you start feeling the pain associated.
Okay. He kind of thinks it's cool, so he'll like just roll the sleeve down.
Okay.
He doesn't know about curses and things.
Of course.
Fine.
Yeah.
So he rolls his sleeve down and then like finishes his workout. Does he notice that like that elbow is like stiffer or anything as he's moving it, or there's just scales there?
Other than aesthetically, he notices no difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just remembered though, because one of the things that Chad has is just a breastplate, so he always has his arms out and exposed. That was like a
Your vain qualities have revealed.
You're right. Good point.
So if he noticed it, he may like go and put on an undershirt before he like puts on his armor.
Yeah, or you don't think he has like elbow guards of any kind at all?
That's
like
true.
not
He
even
probably
like
at
not
least
even
would
like
have,
leather like.
Sure, we can. I mean,
It's up to you. It's up to you.
I think.
I would say, but if that is the case, then yeah, you definitely like maybe at a glance, Morton just thought it was like, oh, that's a bit of dirt that he hasn't washed off yet, or something like that. You know, like it's
I'll
not.
wash it off.
Okay, dear Lord. Okay, so yeah, so you've still noticed it. So you, but nobody else has. So you do have a chance to cover it up. How do you think Chad covers it up?
I think, and maybe he would. Because I don't think he even has like an undershirt. He probably sleeps topless. So, so I think he would just like kind of go and get like some like wrappings or whatever and like wrap it up as if like, oh, I just like tweaked it, you know, and so just like kind of make it look like he tweaked it.
As a fighter, you would have like a couple rolls of ace bandage like ready to go.
Exactly. So so he just kind of wraps it up to hide it and like still keep the mobility and then calls it good. Okay,
sounds good. Also, as you start to travel on this day, Rosie, You hear and feel a similar sensation in your head as you receive a sending message. As you hear a familiar voice, the voice of Riva, as she says, hello, this is Riva, the drow from Keenor. Me and Crag and Prince Triv and Brick wanted to check in, see how a little help was doing, wishing the best. That's it.
And I can answer, right?
And you can answer, and you have 25 words to answer.
Okay. Oh my Dune, how are you? Hello there. Good to hear from you. We are on the road to Stagmire and then Bayhawk, but
Great. She can do that once a day, so there you go.
But
and I just keep talking. I just keep talking.
For sure.
It's definitely akin to like
Eventually you hear
your
like
grandma that doesn't understand.
the dial tone.
This mailbox is full.
Yeah. That's funny.
So I'm just in the corner of the caravan talking to myself.
So yeah, just a little check-in from Riva. They wanted to see how you were doing.
Yeah.
And you continue to travel for a couple of days. As you start to travel, it is becoming nighttime on probably your 5th day of travel outside of the city of Barrington. So if you haven't already, from the city of Barrington, mark off 5 days worth of rations.
Rosie had all the rations, right? I'm not making that up in my head.
I think she had a lot of them, if not all of them.
I have a lot,
She
but
bought
we
some.
said to
Okay.
everybody has their own.
And you also,
Yeah.
you did specifically mention that everybody bought at least like, I think 14 days worth of their
Yeah.
own.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I have Flint's special bug helpings, so I give
Yeah.
him some. every
That's
time.
right.
Thank you.
That's what I was thinking.
So
of.
you should have at least 14. Now would be 9.
You said 5 days worth of.
Yes, so it's been 5 days so far. You start to approach the exterior of the city of Stagmire. Not Stagmire, sorry.
I was going to say, whoa!
Still,
we made great time.
Stillshire. You stopped in Stillshire on the way from Hydre to Barrington. You probably don't remember it much. This is when Cad had like his full caravan set up, so you didn't even stay at the inn. You just stayed like right outside the town in the camping setup of the wagons. But the town and whatever amount of Lucian guard are there just provided a bit more protection. But you do remember the village of Stillshire. The village looks very different from the last time that you saw it. It is dark and dreary, not only in like weather, but just in aesthetic of this place. What you remember to be kind of a lively little one farm, one tavern village seems to be somewhat of a ghost town. Not in actuality, you definitely see people moving in and out of the village. But as you approach, you see 2 Lucian guard. By the way, just a bit as a reminder, Lucian guard are the guard of Barrington, as Stillshire does fall under the Barrington province. And so this is an outpost of Lucian guard that exist here. They are on the road and like have 2 long lances that are barring the road from entrance to Stillshire. And as you approach, and this is like this is crazy. Like, this is weird. It would be as if like, you know, those small, like 1 stoplight towns that you can pass like out in the country, you know, that are like all of a sudden you go from like 60 to 30 miles per hour speed limit, like those towns. It would be like if one of those towns had like 2 police cars like stopping you from it. Like it's weird. And the Lucian guard, as you approach, kind of speak up. Oi there! What's your business here in Staleshire?
I'm staying for the night, just passing through.
Well, Staleshire is under, kind of looks over at the other guard. Quarantine. Yeah, a quarantine. It's not, there's you're just gonna need to find another place to stay.
Well, what are you quarantining from? Maybe I can help. I'm a deacon of Dune. The light is with us.
She does heal very nicely.
Yeah, we have some
Yeah.
healers.
Rosie, make a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay.
Chad and Morton are standing next going,
Oh
No.
nah, just kidding.
no! A 3.
We disavow her.
At advantage?
Oh, at advantage. Sorry.
Thank
Oh,
God.
thank God. We're not doing this for nothing.
5.
Oh God.
A 5.
Oh, no.
They look at you and they say, "It'd probably be good to have a deacon of Dune here. Right, stay here. I'm gonna go get the sheriff."
Okay.
And he kind of looks at the other soldier, and the other soldier's like shrugs, and the soldier you've been talking to leaves, and the other one kind of just like sits there.
Can I do a little perception check to see if I can see anything like unusual around them?
Of course, make a perception check, love.
Can I go flirt with the guard?
Ah, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
16.
16. With a 16, you see, like I said, that you can see people behind these guards, like walking up and down the street. You see, with a 16, people are definitely looking in your direction. People are definitely jumpy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I mean, other than that, I mean, it just looks like this village has like gone through something recently, and from this, like from where you are right now, it's just kind of hard to tell anything else.
Have I been here before? Like on
Oh yeah, you all have.
journeys? Like,
Yeah.
but like me specifically, like in
Oh,
honor
for
of
sure.
Dune,
Yeah.
and like, so I don't know if I would have, if they would know me, or if there'd be somebody who's in here, or if I'm
Well,
just another random.
It's funny that you say that. You would
My best friend.
you would definitely know of one person here. I know I wrote his name down. Where is he? Captain Pratt.
Captain Pratt.
Captain Pratt is the sheriff here in Staleshire. And he kind of walks towards you. You remember Captain Pratt because Captain Pratt is a gnomish man. Long gray beard with a gray mohawk in a full set of plate armor that is like gnome-sized. The last time you saw Captain Pratt, he was a bit more jovial than the way you see him now. He seems that there are heavy bags underneath his eyes, and he kind of walks forward and he says, "Hey, all right, what's the business here?"
Captain Pratt, hello.
Oh, Mrs. Pintwee.
Hello. Yes. Good memory. Look at you.
That's right. I remember you. Are you here from the church?
Well, not officially, but always in the name of Dune,
course.
you know.
course.
These are my traveling companions. And we are passing
hand.
through on our way to do some church business in Bayhaw.
Wonderful.
And we were hoping to stay at your lovely town for the night.
Um,
But we hear there's a quarantine.
quarantine, and he kind of looks around. And he's like, no, just Steelshire's been cordoned off. We're just
Wow.
we're trying to. We've had a series of attacks on the village lately. Villagers being mauled by some kind of animal. Other villagers just
Yeah.
disappearing outright. As a matter of fact, Miss Pentwee, it's been. Kind of approaches a little bit closer. Leans over the Rindara. There's an evil presence here, Mrs. Pentwee. I feel it in my bones. Something dark is haunting Steelshire. And I don't mean to put you out, but if there's anything that you can do, even if it's just praying at our chapel, I really appreciate it.
Well, and I'll look to everybody else in the group and I say, well, we could give you a little help.
Freeze frame.
And Rosie does
Amazing.
grin like that. Rosie's just like, eh?
You know what? That's the perfect place to take a first little bio break.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a slightly early bio break so we can end with a bigger chunk. That's just too good. That's too good of a button. And I also really had to pee.
Plot twist.
Yeah. So we will be right back. Stand up, stretch, get some water, and come right back because we will too. See you in a second.
Yeah.
Hi, we're back. We're back. Hello, we're back at Charmed Persons. We just took a break because our party had just arrived into Steelshire, finding it to be a very different sight from the small, quaint village that they knew it to be from their first journey together. As a matter of fact, it seemed kind of almost somewhat abandoned and just covered in this dark aura, this dark energy, and they met with Captain Pratt, a gnomish man that Rosie knew, and he informed them that several citizens of the city village of Steelshire had been mauled by some kind of animal, and others had just disappeared outright. But upon Rosie offering a little help, you are welcomed into the village, and Captain Pratt takes you along the main road to the one tavern in the town, the Glowing Lantern. As you are taken there, Cad and Gron kind of drop you guys off at the tavern and then continue to the stables to place the caravan and the horses, and we'll meet you inside the tavern proper. Captain Pratt welcomes you into the tavern. The rest of you have never been here before. Rosie, you have been here before. You also know the owner of this establishment. You know her to be Freya Ulvine. And the rest of you see this woman as well as you walk in. A tall, probably 6.5 foot female dragonborn with brass scales that definitely show her age and just that she's, worked her whole life. But she has a bright smile on her face. She's wearing a white apron with kind of like a beige blouse and like dark brown slacks. The blouse has the sleeves rolled up. And although she kind of like smiles as you enter, you see that it is a very forced smile. And you see that the tavern has very few patrons here. There is a table with a woman kind of alone drinking to herself. And then there is a table with two men that are having a drink with each other, kind of look to be chatting with one another. And then other than that, it is an empty establishment. You literally like double the amount of people, triple the amount of people that are in this tavern by walking in. And she kind of like looks up and puts on a smile and steps forward, and she says, Howdy, everybody. My name's Freya. Nice to meet all of you. Oh, Rosie Pintwee. I never forget a face.
Hello,
It's good to
Freya.
see you again, Praise Dune.
Praise Dune. Yes, good to see you well.
Yes,
Things
Is
are
there
yes.
weird
music?
here.
There is
playing?
no music. No.
Okay.
She kind of speaks up, and Captain Pratt says, "Hey, Freya, we're just gonna go ahead and grab a table. Anybody want some drinks? Some drinks, Freya can bring us some drinks."
Yeah, I'll take one beer.
Beer and a shot for everybody.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Freya, you mind? And she goes, "Yep, I'm right on it."
You can just one less. I don't.
Would you like some water, honey?
Just bring it.
Water or
anyways.
juice? That'd be great. Whichever
Juice?
you have. Yeah.
Little low on juice these days, but I'll get you some water if that's okay.
Perfect.
I'm sorry,
That's
sweetie.
totally fine. Yeah.
All
no
right.
worries.
Do you have any protein powder you can throw in there for Chad? Chad loves the-
Honestly, if you have milk, which I think is
I'm
more
sure.
rare than juice, but that'd be ideal.
Yeah, the
Egg
milk
whites?
we need. Okay, I'll get you the drinks right away. She kind of walks away, like willing to entertain Cuinn, but only to a certain extent.
That's most people.
Yeah, that kind of sums up Cuinn, I think. Captain Pratt gets a table with all of you. Go ahead and just give me perception checks, everybody.
Everybody.
Twin dice.
Everybody.
Excuse me while I choke on water.
Natural 20 on the twin dice.
Hey, wow, that's
That's the first natural 20 I've rolled on
Yeah.
the twin dice for sure.
Ugh,
I rolled a dirty one.
21.
dirty one.
rolled an 8.
I got a
Nice.
natural 19 for a 22.
Okay.
I got an 11.
Okay, an 11, a 1, a 9, an 8, and then a 22 and a 20. So I would say everybody else, other than the Silver Steps, you pretty much gather from this place what I described to you already. The two Silver Steps, you are very used to kind of immediately casing a joint as soon as you walk in, specifically taverns. Not only do you immediately look out for the occasional con that can be pulled, you also immediately look out for, okay, is this an Alexander place? If it is, where can he go? What can we do? But also simply because, the Silver Step name is known and you're used to looking out for yourself. So, you're kind of, your head's on a swivel. You both notice that the two men who are drinking by themselves seem to be kind of like getting into an argument, and their voices are hushed, but it is definitely an argument. The woman who is drinking by herself is kind of quietly sobbing. And Cuinn specifically, with a natural 20, I'm going to say that you have you've been to taverns before. You've seen people of all walks of life. You've seen the regulars that enter your tavern. You've got your people who are there after work every night. You've got your people who are there for a special occasion. You've also seen on rare occasions a person who is drinking at a tavern, and I'm giving you this because of a natural 20. You also seen on rare occasions a person who is drinking at a tavern because they intend for this to be their last drink. And that is the vibe. You have seen the look in the eyes of a person like this before, and it just kind of sends a chill up your spine, and that is the vibe that you get from that woman who's over there drinking alone.
The woman sobbing.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
just turn to May and be like, she looks like she's on her last leg.
Should we go talk to her?
I mean, I shouldn't, but somebody should. We can maybe get some money out of her before she goes. But
What's going on? What's up?
Maybe Rosie should
Chad.
talk to her.
What's up?
yeah, actually, that would be a great idea.
Hey, Rosie.
Yeah.
Cuinn was just noticing that that woman over there is not doing so well, and I don't know. You're good at talking to people.
She
you
could
think that
maybe
you
use
could-
some of Dune's light.
Captain
Yeah.
Pratt, if you're just kind of saying this out in the open, because you've all been sitting around the table, Captain Pratt kind of speaks up, and he looks over his shoulder. and he says, "Oh, that's Delilah. She she lost her fiance recently. We found him
Oh,
all torn up. She's really been through it, but she's a strong girl. She's a strong girl. She comes from good stock. She'll pull through. She's gonna be all right."
Strong people usually fall the hardest.
Rosie, I
oh,
think
Quinn?
I just think maybe she
That's
could. Do you think you could talk to her?
Well, yeah. And I'll look at Captain Pratt and be like, okay, I'm gonna.
I mean,
Uh,
it's a free continent, you know.
Do you know if Delilah likes jazz?
Okay, be right back.
Couldn't say I do.
Do you
Couldn't say-
want to be alone, or do you want someone to come with you, Rosie? I mean, I can just be there for like some moral support.
If
want.
you see me do this, that means I want you to come over.
Got it.
That's just blinking.
But she blinked
But
twice.
Like
accentuated.
big blinks.
Yeah.
Blink,
Morse
blink.
Like
code.
blink.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah.
Hi.
Quinn, everybody loves jazz.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to ask.
So just yeah, I think just go for it.
Here you go, loves. Here you go. You see that Freya comes over and kind of puts down a couple trays, hands everybody an ale, hands Chad a water, hands a shot to everyone. She just takes up the trays, says, "If you guys need anything else, just let us know." And she takes the
Hey,
trays over.
Freya,
Thank you.
you mind if I set up over on the stage? Maybe lighten this place up?
Light this. I'm
Light
assuming that's a
like,
euphemism.
yeah,
oh,
bring up
lighten.
the mood.
Oh, I
Lighten.
thought you said light this place up.
Light this bitch up. Freya.
Okay.
Can we burn the shit out of
Um,
this establishment?
You know what? What is your name?
My name is Charlie Parker.
Charlie Parker.
Charlie Parker.
Fucker.
Parker.
Charlie. It couldn't hurt.
Excellent.
Of course.
Chad very clearly just is like,
So Cuinn kind of leaves the table at this point. Gron and Cad have walked in. They find your table. It's kind of like multiple tables have been pushed together now, kind of creating this large conference table. They sit at that. Both immediately go to work on their ales. Captain Pratt says, "You know what? Go ahead and enjoy your drinks. Kind of, decompress. I really feel like this conversation should happen with Rosie, so I'll wait for her to get back." And as he says that, we cut over to Rosie walking over to young Delilah.
I'm just staring at Rosie like this whole time.
Perfect.
Watching her eyes.
You see, as you approach, you see her just kind of. She is sitting against like the window of the establishment with a hood up. Just kind of. Tears are streaming down her face, but there's not like an active sobbing happening. As she just kind of looks at the ale in front of her and takes another sip.
As I walk up, I want to start. It takes. Does ritual take 10 minutes? Is
Yes.
that the okay?
Mhm.
So it's a ritual spell, but as soon as I sit down, I want to start the ritual of purifying her drink.
Okay. All right.
Because I want the alcohol to be gone, so she can start sobering up.
I
If
would
that's
say,
okay.
I would say, I mean, you would be actively casting a spell, so you can. I will allow you to have a conversation while ritually casting a spell,
Uh-huh.
but you would
It's-
still have the like hand. What were you gonna say?
So yeah, I mean it is verbal and somatic, but like by me just saying hello, I could.
Unfortunately,
No,
I don't
it's
think
like
that
a
just saying
continuous-
hello. Yeah. It would be
Okay.
it would be
Then-
clear that you were casting some kind of spell on her drink.
Then I would know that, and I'm not going to do that then.
Okay.
So okay, I thought I could just get away with it.
No, I understand. I gotta pull out the rules sometimes.
No, for sure, absolutely. So I'll still go hello.
She kind of just like looks up absentmindedly. Hi.
I couldn't help but notice you over here having a drink, and I was wondering if I could share the seat with you. People.
I'm flattered, but I'd rather just be left alone if you don't mind.
That's fair. You know, being alone can sometimes feel like the easier path when things are painful.
Thanks for understanding.
Honey, you're crying in a tavern. And it's a small town, and I've been here before, and I know what's going on. My name's Rosie.
Make a persuasion check, flat roll.
Dear God, I'm gonna do it on the. Oh, what
Persuasion. Mm-hmm. Flat roll.
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay. She looks at you and she gestures to the seat across from her. My name's Delilah.
Hello.
Hello.
No, I don't mean, as I'm sitting down, I don't mean to be blunt, but I know you've lost someone. How long ago was it?
2 days?
Oh, wow. That's fresh.
Yeah.
And I'll reach out and put my hand, if her hand is on, like, is her hand like wrapped around her drink?
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
You can't
I'll,
see
like-
it, but mine currently is. I'm doing improv.
Oh,
I'm doing prop work, but
object work.
you just can't
Love it.
tell.
I'll like reach my hand across, and I kind of have to like get up on my
Yeah.
and reach my hand across.
No,
the
you're
table.
fully on your feet, just reaching across the table.
Like patting her hand on
Yeah.
her drink.
She, with a dirty 20, she takes her hand off her drink and kind of grabs your hand.
And I'll kind of just wait a minute and see if my silence gives her space to start talking.
Yeah, good move. She, as this is kind of happening in this silence, we start to hear Quinn's performance. Quinn, go ahead and give me a performance check for me.
Of all the times to get a 1.
22.
22. What's the vibe that you're going for?
I mean, I'm starting off slow. It seems like everybody's pretty. I'll pick it up
Easy
a little
listening.
bit, try to gauge the crowd. If anybody starts to feel it, I'll kind of focus in on them. You know.
I would say with a 22, you can't. It's hard. It would be hard, other than casting a spell, to magically change the vibes of this room. You know, it's clear that these people have been through a lot.
I can't do it as a 4th level bard, but I will be able to change the vibe.
Okay, good. So you feel like, you know, you're not going to have these people up and dancing, but with a 22, I mean, you even see the guys who are arguing kind of like just calm down. Like it's just soothing. And, you know, it just provides what music can provide to people at times, like a meditative effect. And it very much accompanies what everybody's going through. As this continues, and as with the 22, as Delilah kind of feels this music, she says, he was a good man. We were to be wed in just a month's time. I couldn't even recognize him when they found him. His face was all... You see her take a big swig. Listen, I appreciate you being here with me and checking on me. But I really do feel like I would like to be left alone.
I understand. Well, me and my companions over there, I'm sure you noticed us walk in. It's hard to miss. There's a lot of us. We're gonna be staying here probably for the evening, having some drinks and some food, and you are more than welcome to join us, if you would like. I recently lost some members of my family as well, and it's been very helpful to have people to remind me that there is light in the world, even when it feels like there isn't.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check at advantage.
I just want to do a good job.
Good job.
Persuasion at advantage of 15.
15. She kind of nods her head, and she says, "I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. I really do appreciate it."
Okay, I'll stand up and as I do, no, never mind. I thought I might have something to leave with her.
Go ahead and roll a insight check for me.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. A natural one.
Natural 20?
No, natural one.
Oh no. Yeah. You are just like really hoping that you got to her.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
As I walk away, I'll see Chad looking at me intently. Or maybe see Chad looking at me intently. And I'll like turn away a little bit to look back at her and then like try to hide that I'm brushing away a tear. The thought of now finally admitting to someone that I lost members of my family.
Yeah, of course. Chad, make a perception check for me.
Don't, Chad. You don't need to see anything.
You specifically said you looked intently.
God, why can't I math at all? 12. But my passive
12.
is more than that.
Well, but you are looking intently.
No, yeah.
And so
Yes.
I would say that you were just very clearly looking out for that signal, and you don't see that signal, and that's what you notice.
Yep.
As Rosie returns, Cuinn, do you kind of just keep playing, or do you rejoin the conversation?
I will. What can I do?
I think he just told you.
Now hold on. I will keep on playing, but I will minor illusion, so it sounds like I'm still playing.
Okay.
If I could do that, and then go. I'll just so there's music in here, and then I'll go rejoin the party and keep.
Yeah, I will. I will say I will allow. I will allow
if I
for
can.
minor illusion. Do you also have Mage Hand?
I do have Mage Hand and minor illusion. Yeah.
I'm gonna say with kind of this combination of Mage Hand and minor illusion, don't go ham with this. But what I will allow with a lot of practice is that you kind of like, and it's something that you'll do with your act. You'll like step away, and the Mage Hand and the minor illusion kind of like keep the instrument playing.
Right.
So you rejoin the table, and as you do, Captain Pratt kind of looks around, and he says, "Well." I'm not quite sure what you think you can do, Rosie, but what I can tell you is that this place, it's felt weird. It's the best I can describe it. It's felt really dark. It's felt as if there's an ominous cloud over this place, and that happened a couple weeks ago. And ever since then, people have been disappearing. This village probably has a population of 100 people. And in the past 2 weeks, 14 have either died or gone missing.
14? Holy.
Kind of see him like hang his head for a moment. It's not been good.
And it's an animal. It's this physical. Delilah said she couldn't.
I've never seen a human do what was done to those bodies that we found.
Was any chance that it was a giant badger?
Batty kind of huffs loudly.
I look
the
at Batty.
table.
What? I'm just making sure, Batty.
No, we don't really have badger problems in the area.
Hasn't anyone seen any view of this beast or anything?
Well, the only one around who says that they've seen anything is Old Man Willie.
Classic.
And he, take his word for a grain of salt. So
Where is Old Man Willie?
he's one of those two gents over there.
I look over. Which one of them looks more like Old Man Willie?
The one that you see facing you is
A peg leg.
he's got just like
One eye.
Name tag.
he's got just like salt and pepper hair, gray beard, more like salt and pepper beard. Just seems like kind of like a normal dude, and that's the one that you see facing you. You can't really make out the other guy not facing you. But he does have a peg leg.
What is Willie short for?
No.
What is Willie short for?
Yeah, is it short for like William, Willard?
Williathan.
Williathan? Can I turn in that direction?
Just
and
go.
say
Oh God.
Williathan?
Oh God. Right off. Here we go.
You see the head kind of like tilt to the side, and then like look back to the person that he's talking to.
Come share a drink with us, Williamson.
You see this man kind of stand up, and he walks over to the table, hobbling. He's got a peg leg on one hand.
On one
Arm
hand.
Leg on one hand.
One hand is a peg leg.
One of his arms is just a wooden stick. And his bottom left leg is also just a wooden stick.
This guy's a legend. Wait a second.
He has his middle ring and pinky finger on his left hand are smaller wooden sticks.
This is
And his
Named him
nose
Woody.
is just a wooden
The
stick.
Wicker Man.
As you see, there's like a hole
His
where his
nose.
nose was, and he
Did
has
he just jam?
he has just jammed a wooden stick in his nose. And you see him walk over.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Holy shit. Sorry.
Hello.
I like how before you described him as a normal dude, but now as he's walking over.
No, that was the other guy facing him.
that's the other guy. Sorry.
What do you want from me?
Hey.
We'd like to talk to you. We want to hear about this monster you've seen.
Yeah.
You just come here to make fun of me, huh?
Nope.
Nope. Not at all.
Not
I'm
one-
gonna shit on you.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, sir.
No, thank you.
I'll shit right on you. Right
No,
on your
no,
head,
sir,
I will.
sir.
Can you
Sir,
even bend
we-
down?
Oh,
I jump up, I got hops, honey.
There's no way
I
this guy
believe
can
it.
shit.
Leave you.
I can
Here to
jump
help.
as high as your
okay,
mother
we
on her
don't
head
want any
day.
problems.
Willithan, we're here to help. We just wanna as much information about what's going on. We're here to
We
help.
want,
We
we want to
wanna
kill
know.
the beast.
We want to
So we
leave
wanna know what
here
you've seen.
Sans shit, sans beast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what can you,
Will you
tell
tell
us what
us?
you saw?
What's your story, man?
My story?
Yeah.
Not the
Yeah.
whole story. We just want to
Start
know
at the beginning.
I need to know
Nope,
about the nose.
He's wrong.
Well,
We want.
it all
Little
started.
music play.
By the time we leave this conversation, we're level 8.
All right, listen.
How I Met Your Mother.
This is what I seen, and if you make fun of me, I'll shit right on your face.
Oh, we
I
heard you.
believe it.
Sir,
All right, sure.
I'll get right on it, and I'll shit on it.
I
Okay,
believe
I
it.
get it. I believe you.
I can jump as high as you've never seen on a Friday.
Hey, we should leave town now.
No, Flint, we're gonna stay and listen to this
Okay.
gent.
Captain Pratt goes, "Look, I'm really sorry. I told you this guy, he's
all good.
important.
Oh my
It's all right. It's all
He's
right.
not a beast.
Okay.
What is it?
I saw. It's clear as day. I was out in the woods. I was taking a shit.
Okay.
Naturally.
Presumably.
You realize how hard it is to shit with one wooden arm and 3 wooden fingers?
You've explained it's very easy,
You
but
seem to, really be able.
I was
to do
gonna
it
give
pretty
you
well.
offer you some fiber, but you also offer the shit on our face. So it's a, you know what? Keep going.
Please continue, Williamson.
I can smell the fear on you, kid.
Yeah.
Through my wooden
Oh,
stick.
never mind. Yeah.
It has enhanced my capabilities beyond human imagination.
I believe it.
you can feel your sinuses with that stick.
Imagination.
I can feel your sinuses. Now listen up.
I lean over to
You're-
Chad real
you're
quick and I go,
shitting in the
"Honestly-
woods.
Honestly, that was kind of a little arousing, but the image is not great.
I was shitting in the woods. Listen to
I was
me
gonna
now.
be
I was shitting in the woods, and I saw, clear as day, I saw it. A man,
Okay.
hair long as long is, beard is the size of a beard, and he had a jaw that could open up, and he was killing and biting.
I'm drawing this as he's saying.
He was killing and biting, and I saw
Killing,
it,
biting.
and I never shitted so quick.
Sure.
It flew out of me, I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
and I got up, and I ran, and I never pulled my pants up, and I didn't trip. And if you think you can do that with 2 good legs, you're mistaken. I have an advantage with the wooden one, and you don't
Right.
want to know what that advantage is, because
Right.
if I told you, you'd have to kill yourself.
Is this what happens when you reach your mid-40s?
Excuse me? I am a cool 28. I've just seen a lot.
Oh,
Sure.
no.
That's fair.
Oh, no. I lean over to Chad. I take back what I said.
So
So you saw a man.
I saw a
Long
man
hair.
with hair long as long is and a beard the size of a beard
Not
with
a
a jaw
beast.
that could open
Okay.
and bite and kill.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
what,
right.
like what
Can you
race?
show me, like, if you go, like this with your hand?
About 6 inches on a good day, son. I can just answer that right now for you.
I'm not. Oh, no.
But that's
I'm
if I
talking-
chose that wooden stick, because yes, it is also a wooden stick. And I have a variety of options that I can choose.
why
Nope.
would you
That actually
use
sounds-
No, no, we are not. That is not where we were
Dumb.
going with that. But, I mean, shocking for
So
everyone.
he can
but
open
not-
his jaw.
You can
is what
open
you're
it up.
Okay, we
Okay.
could all open.
But
the
he
jaw.
looked like a man besides that.
It's just
Oh,
like a regular sized jaw.
no, he could open it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
how
Like-
wide? You can open your jaw. How wide could he open?
Well, open your jaw wide.
Ah,
Wider.
I mean, I can't.
Okay, well, he could.
Oh, I see.
Now we're
All right,
Okay,
now we're
there's some
getting somewhere.
information.
So
This is
about
my
how
favorite NPC I've ever met. in my life.
about how
Skin
long was his
complexion?
hair? Oh yes.
Skin complexion?
Yep.
Oh, clearly, his pores were horrible.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
Color wise, was it like?
I don't really see color, and that's a thing that you do, and that's a question that you wanted to ask me. But you know, I don't
Like,
really, you know,
fair.
it doesn't
That's
really.
fair.
That's not
You
really
don't
something
see
I
it, you
look
don't
for.
see it.
You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
How,
Did he have
what about
pointy
the?
ears?
Yeah, the good call. We were on the same page on that.
no, not that I could see. No,
Could he
I
have
could
ears?
see everything, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
he
he's
was-
naked.
He was naked, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
How
Okay,
big?
he wasn't naked. You got me, all right? He wasn't naked, and if you make fun of me for making that up, I'll shit right on your face. I'll do
No,
what I'm telling
no,
you.
no making fun of.
No, no. Doing
We're-
I'm not
that.
making fun of you,
We're
but your
here.
information is just a little vague at the moment. So
I like.
Could you
What else
draw
can I
us a
say?
picture?
yeah, draw us a picture.
Like, are you an artist of some like at all?
Could I fucking draw you a picture?
Bye, everyone. I'm just gonna.
How dare you son of a bitch! Come here, I'm gonna get you. He starts
No, no, no.
laughing.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I stand up.
You better hold me back. I can feel it coming.
I'm sorry.
I do as
Cover
very
with my
little.
belt.
No. I'm not. No. If you need to go, we'll go to the. Do you need to go to the bathroom right now?
Don't you talk to me like that, Sonny, or you'll be next.
Last question for me. Where in the woods was it? What direction? And then I will shut up.
Just north of town here.
Great.
Okay. Can you?
I turned to the captain. Was it north of town?
He looks at you, and he is mortified. And he just kind of shakes his head, or nods his head.
Willie, can you lead us north to where you shit in the woods?
I can find it.
Well, I mean,
I'm never going out there again. From now on, everyone's got to see me shit where I need to.
Oh, no.
So that's why.
Do you always shit in the same spot in the woods?
I used to. It was a lovely spot.
What was around it?
Everything.
Oh, God.
have you ever tried a toilet?
All right, come here. I'm coming at you.
No.
Come here.
Willie.
Come on. Let's be cool about this.
I dare you to shit on me.
No,
No, he
shut your
doesn't.
mouth, Flint.
No.
I back up. All right, Flint, you asked for it.
I don't believe this guy is gonna shit.
You see him, like, as soon as Quinn backs up, you see Willie, like, look at Quinn, like, no, don't back up.
I'm standing in between.
Oh, if you're lucky, he's here holding me back, or else
Oh,
it would
no.
be shit city.
I want to see this guy shit his
This guy's
pants.
all talk, no shit.
You know, I kind of do too.
Can we not?
Yeah.
Why am I the
don't.
rational one?
Come
I'm
on,
not
man.
on this one. I don't want to see him shit.
It's been a boring travel for the past couple days. I want to see some
Let's
shit.
go in the woods and
This
find this
town
naked
has
monster.
done-
So
Thank
let's
you.
just do that.
I'm
Yeah,
not
we can do that after.
I don't. Okay, you guys see him shit. I'm gonna wait outside. I
This
don't.
town has gone through
Yeah,
enough.
I'll
We
go
don't
wait
need to
outside.
keep man.
It costs
I chuck
money.
my water
That's
and
a
I'm
lot
like,
of
thank
kids,
you,
but
thank you, Willie.
I don't
I'm just
wanna-
gonna.
I go with
I'm
Chad.
gonna go outside.
Willie?
I stand there and go, don't. Let's walk outside together. You and me,
I'm
buddy.
staying right here.
Are you sure about that? And I look at him directly in the face.
Listen, I'm not gonna shit on nobody, all right? And you're lucky about that.
Yes, I'm very lucky. Do you want to walk out of here so that they don't make you shit your pants?
I'm just gonna go back to my friend. No one can make me do anything, Sonny.
All right, then I'll walk you over to there, and I just like
Press the
gently
digitation
but
so it
firmly.
smells like he shit his pants.
You just hear him go, ah, damn it.
We all fall down. Our mid-20s are the worst. And I
He
sit
walks
him down
over.
at the table, and I walk out to join Chad and Rosie.
All right.
I'll just tell the bartender to send Willie and his friend a drink and give him whatever how much that is.
She kind of nods her head, and the captain kind of gets up and he walks outside, and all of you kind of walk outside, and the captain kind of stops all of you, and he says, listen, if you really are going to be able to help us out, I just want to say that Freya, personally, from her own stash, has offered, she's offered 50 platinum to whoever
Right.
can help us
I wasn't gonna ask, but
help us do this. So if you could help us out, 50 platinum is yours. And for those of you who don't know, 50 platinum equals 500 gold.
All right,
hey,
well,
Captain,
That's so much silver.
5,000 silver.
does there happen to be a recent victim that we could take a look at, maybe?
Most recent victim was Delilah's fiance, Harold.
Is he at the morgue or the grave?
We've already buried him.
Man,
I say we just go into the
Okay,
woods.
fine.
I mean,
Why not?
might as well start there.
is it nighttime right now?
Oh yeah, it's like freshly, like for sure nighttime.
Yeah, let's go into the scary woods.
As you start heading north, you hear a scream
Huh? Right.
coming from the south side of the village.
Oh,
we,
run!
we should run out. We should rush over there.
I'm running.
Yeah.
You run that
I got
way.
legs.
As you run that way,
Me and Lauren are like strides ahead of them.
you see Delilah, who had just left, who is currently in the middle of the street on her back, backing up from this creature who is hunched over, shoulder blades kind of protruding from its back as he screeches towards this woman, his jaw dropping below his chest, a thick beard on his face, long black hair. And I need everybody to roll initiative for me.
Good, because I was about to throw my dagger.
Natural 2021.
No.
Ew.
Twin dice. Oh damn.
Woo!
I should
I
have rolled
used
twin
my
dice.
big battle
I
dice.
shouldn't have.
I got a 2.
Yeah, I rolled a 7, but I got an 11.
I got a
9.
6, I guess.
That was the creature.
Mhm.
Good, you can
It was
see.
Harry. It was Willie.
It was Willie.
Yeah.
Williamson.
I was about to say I pull out rags and put him into my nose as we head to where
Honestly-
he constantly shits.
Apparently, this guy shits
You
a
all
lot.
see this is the man that is looking at you. Just ignore the name. You don't know the name.
I have never heard of
What
Um,
name?
You
Bob
see
Cratchit.
him. I put his token on the middle of the map there, kind of
We
toward
don't
the
have the
southern
map
end.
yet.
I don't know. I don't see him.
House. And
O'Reilly.
There it is.
There we
Oh,
go.
There it is.
That's a map.
Map.
He's in the
That's
middle
a
of the.
Sorry.
He is in the middle of the road. All of you are.
And we were running up that road.
Oops! I put him.
God
in
damn
the,
it.
I put him in the map layer. Hold on.
I take my staff of Withering Heights.
All
What
of
the
you
ring?
have just started outside of the tavern, so you are all like about like right here
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Great.
in this
God.
area.
This
No
town is
further,
adorable.
like no more than past this building, but you can go up to the edge of this building.
I was running.
Chad
Yep.
is probably faster than me. Well, actually, I don't know. Chad, what's your running speed?
30.
I'm 40. I might be faster than you,
Oh
motherfucker.
yeah, okay. I'll take
I'll
a step
probably
back.
be right up with you. You are
All
probably
the short
more on it
legs
than me.
people, get back.
Get back.
Get back, short legs.
Get back. Oh shit! Everybody's stop. Now everyone's backing up so much.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I got you.
I'm in the back.
Let's do it.
I got little legs.
Chad, babe, let's do this together.
Get back where you once belong.
I think Paul McCartney should sponsor the stream since our name is a little help.
Initiative.
That's
Oh hey,
true.
that's actually what I rolled. That was lucky.
Hi. Ring ring. Hey Paul, it's Eric. How you doing, Eric? It's Paul.
His pool.
Sorry, that's more John. Well, no, John's more up here.
That's good.
That was
John.
pretty good.
I can't. It's Paul. Yours is better than mine. I can do Werner
That's
Herzog.
all I can say,
That's about it.
Hey, it's Bull. It's all over.
It's pool.
I can do the bounty hunting is a complicated profession. That's all I got for Werner Herzog. I think he should sponsor this
Bernard.
stream.
I am gonna go ahead and play or roll as you.
Cool.
Who?
You.
Which one of us?
Okay.
Not allowed to say that joke anymore.
Happy
Very
birthday!
clever. Super duper.
You have
Yeah.
their character sheet.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm gonna exit it out. then.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were ready.
No, I actually don't. Not that I don't want to, but
Maybe on the corner.
it's not as
Nah, I'll stay
I
back.
can only see things. I can't utilize
With your special eyes.
my special.
My brand.
Time that person in the 1-800 contact thing, he sounds like Dr. Zoidberg from Futurama.
I know.
If you take it close, it goes, my brand! And for some reason, it sounds like Dr. Dr. Zoidberg, yeah.
I do not have
Wham.
a turn.
Yeah, you don't
Oh, sorry.
I usually don't get one,
Oh.
man.
That's on purpose.
That's fine.
get one. You just stand there the whole time, watch us as we all die. There's
There
the
you go.
TPK.
I wish I could help, but I'm just not in the initiative order, guys.
You should have one now.
Yeah, I got it.
If any of us has no initiative, it's fine.
Whoa.
I think it's cheating that he gets
Wow.
first dibs.
I think it's very
it's cheating.
It's cheating because he can't.
Because he can't.
Nice job.
Nice.
Hey,
Thank you. Thank you.
The logic is sound.
Thank you.
I
think
see
it
nothing
is.
wrong with it. And anybody who does is a monster. Like this
Yeah.
monster we're going to murder.
We got some decent, well, except Cuinn, rolls.
Yeah, because 9 is so much better.
It's
It
better
is.
than a six.
It's +3 better.
We really miss each other.
Yep.
Well, the last
We're
time we
the
played,
best.
we didn't get a chance to do much tete-a-tete
That's true.
because one of us died.
2 of you.
Okay, well,
I
time
see.
to get some
Thing.
rock music going.
And the legend
Oh, yo, this
of
is
the
some anime
Wrench
shit.
was
Let's
waiting.
go.
At the top of the turn order, not having been seen yet,
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, is
No.
there another? Oh,
No.
is a woman who looks very similar to the man who started to attack you, as she roars on top of this building and sprints forward. She is going to leap on and try to attack Flint down there. She is going to jump and then claw at you. And she gets a 12 to hit, which misses, I'm assuming.
Yes, that misses.
Yes, and then she's going to swipe with her claw at you again and get a 18 to hit.
That hits.
And she is going to... she's going to do 7 points of slashing damage to you. As she slices across your back, you weren't really ready, and she just roars at you. And that's going to be the end of her turn. It is now the male's turn, who kind of runs and sprints away from her.
Oh, good.
And he sprints right up to Morton.
No.
I say no. No means no. They're not attacking
Stop
me.
it.
And he is going to claw at you and gets a 23 to hit.
Let me do math. Shield will not work. All right, I get hit.
Actually, and by the way, I've hold on real quick. Let me make sure I'm not lying to you with what I'm about to say.
You're dead.
And
you
actually,
die.
instant death. Sorry.
Okay, never mind. Instead of doing damage, he is going to grapple you.
I don't you fucking dare.
And then he is going to attempt to bite you.
I disagree.
He gets a 22 to hit.
How about a 21 so I can use shield?
How about not?
He deals max 9 points of piercing damage to
That's
you.
not great.
And then 9 points of necrotic damage.
That's not great.
Oh, God.
Your max hit points drop by 9 as well.
Ah, fuck off.
As you see this creature bite into Morton's neck, and Morton's veins near the wound like blacken and get like, what is this song?
Dude, I'm digging it. I'm for it.
I'm gonna skip this one.
I mean, I'm not. Shit.
You see the black veins kind of like pulse in his neck as you see like his skin get paler as it seems to like go towards this wound. And that is the end of his turn. Flint, you're up.
Okay, it's clobbering time. I am going to, first of all, use my bonus action to cast the spell Shillelagh on my staff,
Okay.
which basically just means I can use my charisma modifier instead of strength modifier.
Okay.
And then I'm going to whisper to the staff, "Hey, if you're like a secret being that can talk to me, now's the time to let that be known."
You don't get a response.
Okay, I'm going to clobber this woman in the head with my staff.
Okay.
And I'm
Roll
going
an
to
attack.
use a charge on it.
Okay.
Because why not, you know?
I think you could even wait to see if you hit first.
Oh, well, I rolled a 9 to hit.
A 9 misses, unfortunately, as she just like uncannily and like horribly like ducks backward as the staff goes across her head.
Okay,
now-
you know, I'm just getting used to the new weapon. I'm
Yeah,
taking
for
a
sure.
couple steps back from this crazy woman.
But I'll say that you did not use a charge. I think you can wait to see if you hit. Okay, so that is Flint's turn.
My turn.
All right, Chad, you're up.
Cool.
Rosie, you're on deck.
I'm gonna scooch around and flank this guy. And
Okay.
just since he's clearly attention on Morton,
Uh
need to talk about kinks before you do that.
huh.
And so I'm gonna have my scimitar and dragon tooth dagger and slice.
Okay.
Thank God for advantage. Okay, first with my scimitar is a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
8 damage slashing.
This is from your scimitar, right?
My +1 scimitar.
Okay. And you said slash damage?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Yeah, 8, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, you slice across his back as the creature kind of like still with its teeth, and Morton kind of howls. And go ahead and roll your second attack, or your offhand attack.
Woo. Okay. That's a natural 18 plus 5, so 23.
That'll hit. That'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay, so this is a stick with the same color. So of piercing, 7 piercing, and then 6 acid.
Nice, max damage on the acid die. Okay, for a total of 13. Nice. You slice again with your offhand at the back of this creature. Its skin just starts peeling away from the acid as this time it unleashes Morton for a second, roaring in pain. Still grappling him, but his teeth are no longer inside. Awesome. Is that the end of Chad's turn?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna save my axe and surge.
Okay. Rosie, you are up. You and Gron are on deck, conveniently.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run over here so that I can get a little bit closer, and I'm gonna cast Bless on Maewyn, Chad,
Okay.
and Flint.
Okay.
And that's gonna be my action. So now
Go ahead and
y'all-
roll a d20 for me.
Me?
Yep.
Oh fuck! Fuck!
Oh god.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh!
With a natural 20, you put your hand over the holy symbol of Dune that you have around your neck, and you reach out, concerned for your friends in this moment. And for the first time in your life, you hear a voice.
Now?
And you hear this voice say, in this like deep, I'm not even going to try to imitate it, this like deep rumbling, it almost sounds like thunder, and yet you can make out a voice saying words, and it simply says, "I am still here." And in that moment, you feel the spell released from the energy within you, and Flint, Maewyn, and Chad, the edges of your weapons glow slightly, and you feel your next intake of breath provide more oxygen in your body as you have been blessed.
Soon be praised.
And then just as a reminder, that means whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you get an added d4.
There we go. That's
I
much
didn't get
better.
that, did I?
You did
No.
not. No.
That's what I thought.
Is that the end of Rosie's turn?
That's it. I'm hiding on the other side of May.
All right. You is going to sprint up with their warhammer to help out Flint. And they take out their shield and they are going to swing and get a 14, which misses. The hammer swings, and yet again, this woman just kind of like unnaturally dodges out of the way. And then you is just going to stand there with their shield ready to attack. That is the end of Yu's turn. Now for Gron. Gron is going to also step up kind of right underneath this roof, attempt to grab the woman's shoulder and cast Shocking Grasp. He does hit and deals 4 points of lightning damage to her as he grabs her, and she kind of shocks and she roars in pain for a second, but not an intense amount of damage. She kind of looks more angry about it than anything. Gron is then going to end his turn, and now we got Maewyn. Morton, you're on deck. Cuinn, you're in the hole.
I'm trying to get a clear longbow shot on someone. So.
Oh, by the way, sorry, I forgot to do this for you.
Do you have a baddie token?
I do. Here's Baddie, everybody.
Aww.
Nice.
Baddie, you should be able to control the token once I put it out, but if not, just tell me where you want me to put her.
Okay. So I think that I cannot get a clear shot on this lady at all.
No, she's pretty covered up.
Can I bop over into the bush right here and like pop out and take a longbow shot at this guy?
That's a tree, Ashley, so you can just go underneath that tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do that. And I'm going to tell Baddie to stay with Rosie.
Okay, so Baddie's going to go with Rosie. Great. Yeah, go ahead and make a shot.
Oh, and I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark first.
Okay,
and
cool.
I'm going to use my new longbow.
Okay, great. So you feel your vision tunnel on this creature, and you roll for an attack.
13.
13 misses. Unfortunately, the arrow kind of slings past it and into the ground. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right, Morton, you're up. Cuinn, you're on deck.
Fuck this. I grab one of the acid vials that's on my person and just sling it in the face of this creature who's now bitten me, made me feel like a chump, and also taken some of my HP, which I'm so in the market to have so much lost.
I will say roll for an attack, adding your dexterity and proficiency modifier.
Great. Awesome. That is, you said dexterity and proficiency?
Yes.
That is a 21.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll 1d6 acid damage.
I see 2d6.
Sorry, 2d6. Nope, you're right. Yep.
I was like, oh, please let it be 2d6.
Nope, you're correct. It is 2d6.
That's not much. 4.
Oh, dang, that sucks. He roars in pain as his face begins to sizzle with this acid that is now splashed onto his face.
Is he still holding on to me?
Yes, he does still have you grappled.
I can't try to disengage since I slammed him in the face with that, can I?
Yep.
Just help! Yeah, and that's it.
Okay, all right, that's the end of Morton's turn. Cuinn, you're up.
I will take a couple steps with Maewyn in the tree. I will use my bonus action to cast Unsettling Word on the dude.
Okay.
Not cast, but use that ability. They have to subtract 2 from their next saving throw.
Okay.
And then I will cast a 2nd level Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh, what is the saving
So
throw
I
on
have to
that?
make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. -2.
-2.
That is still an 18.
Yeah, so they save, so they don't have to move. Which I was trying to get them off of you, Morton, but they take half of. I believe half. Still pretty good. So that's 6, 7, 11, 13 points of psychic damage halved. So
Nice. So half to 6. Yeah, you see the creature kind of like squint and like flinch as it hears these like sickly magical whispers enter its head, and he shoots over a glance in your direction. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, action, bonus action, yep, done.
All right, it is now
And
the
I,
woman's
real
turn.
quick, I forgot that I was blessed.
Yes.
And I rolled a d4 just now and got a 4, which makes my hit a 17. I just wanted to see.
Yes, that hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. Remember that
Sorry.
next time, though.
I know, I'm sorry.
Remember, he is trying to kill us, so.
No.
Rosie, you're muted if you're saying stuff.
I was just whispering May and Chad and Flint and May and Chad and Flint.
That's 9 points of damage.
Did you roll the necrotic damage for the weapon? Doesn't it do or is it just the +1?
I think it's just the +1.
Sorry, okay, yeah. I forgot which item that was.
After you kill Morton, it'll be.
Okay, so 9 points of piercing damage.
Oh wait, no, you're right. +1 extra d4 necrotic damage. Morton takes half.
No, that's if you get hit. That's if you get hit.
Oh.
So wait.
Extra d4.
Oh, then you would have
wait.
gotten hit too.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Shit.
That's
Oh
right.
God.
So how many hit points did you go down?
18,
What's-
I think it was.
Hold
9
on.
and 9.
Something like, yep. that
The hit
sounds
points
right.
max went down by 9, but how much did you take total?
Yeah, Eric's right. The
18?
I usually am.
mhm.
A total of 18?
9. Yeah, so 9.
So when he got hit, May, you took 9 points of damage as these magical items have connected the two of you. And then when you shot, you still so it was 9 points of piercing. How much necrotic?
2.
Okay, you notice that it does not do as much necrotic damage as you think it'll do. But it still does the full amount of piercing damage because it is a magical weapon. You see that he's annoyed and hurt, and there is now an arrow sticking out of his clavicle. But right now, it is the woman's turn as she is in front of Flint. And after 2 misses and then a shocking grasp, I think she's going to go for Gron. So she reaches over to Gron to attack him, gets a 21 that hits. She is then going to deal 9 points of slashing damage to him, and is then going to slice at him again, getting a 8 to hit, which misses. So that is the end of her turn. It is now the man's turn. At the start of his turn, you see some of the wounds that he got kind of begin to heal back up as the arrow kind of pushes its way out of his skin, as he heals for a certain amount of hit points. He is then going to kind of just like rip at your abdomen, Morton, with his claws.
He doesn't need to. That's the thing.
With a
But what if he
a
doesn't?
25 to hit, dealing 7 points of slashing damage.
Unconscious.
You're unconscious?
Yep.
Okay.
Fuck.
He is then going to bite you.
Do I
Fuck.
take 10?
You do take 10.
Do I notice?
No,
7.
sorry, 7. Sorry, 7. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I'm just. saying yes to things. I'm not listening. He took 7. You will take 3 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
Do I notice her like wincing when Morton is taking?
I would say yes, for sure.
I don't think that's as important right now. I'm unconscious.
To me it is.
If
he
one dies, it doesn't matter.
Morton,
That's true.
he then bites you.
Uh-huh.
Which, because you're unconscious and that is a melee attack, that is immediately 2 failed death saving throws.
Great. No, why not?
He
Kill me
is,
for a third time. Here we go.
your max HP is then reduced by 6.
Oh my god.
Right. So I have 10 hit points if I ever come back to life.
All right, that is the end of his turn. Flint, you're up.
And that is
Does
it.
does any of that impact me? Those last few things?
No, not the max HP. No.
Okay, but the last bite that was 2
No.
failed death saves. Okay.
No, because the 2 failed death saves is what it was, and I'm just not going to translate that over to you.
Okay. Thank you.
He's suddenly unconscious.
Yeah, she's
I am going to come around here and flank this
Oh yeah, for sure.
creature.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to attack again with my new staff.
Okay.
17 to hit.
You give her a good old bonk.
I love the word bonk for some reason. Okay, so I do 12 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and 9 necrotic.
Okay, so you notice that it does not do as much necrotic damage, so that's a total of 16.
And then needs to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, I'm needing to do math in my head. DC what Constitution saving throw?
DC 15.
It rolls a natural 18 on the die, plus 3.
Okay, so nothing happens further.
So you expend a charge?
Yep.
When you expend a charge, Flint,
Oh no.
you notice yourself kind of like a little bit of extra oxygen comes out of your exhale. You have now aged a year.
Cool.
Oh my god.
I'll deal with that later.
I mean, you're a dwarf, so like there's not a lot of physiological changes.
Yeah.
But you do you can feel it slightly.
Back mostly.
Yeah. All right, is that the end of your turn, Flint?
Yep, it's my turn.
All right, Chidrimi, you're up.
Fuck, dude. Can I occupy the same space as a prone person?
It depends on who you're saying that to.
I would basically want to try to put myself between Vampire and Morton.
He's holding on to Morton still.
Oh, he's still holding on?
Oh yeah. He's looking to finish the job.
Great. Then I'm at least gonna slide to the side.
You can attempt to remove him.
Right. Before attempting to remove, while he's still like being held, can I like give Morton a healing potion? Or is that like probably not because he's being grappled?
Interesting.
I'd love that healing potion.
Because there would be an action to give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actively being held by the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna if you want to do that, it's gonna be a DC 20 acrobatics check to see if you can deal with the vampire like moving him and trying to get you not to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's what I want to do. I want to save Morton.
All right. Roll an acrobatics check. And I will say, healing him with the healing potion is great. That'll help him.
Mm-hmm.
It could just be that in his next turn, he just brings him right back down.
Right. Well, I want to make sure I get him the healing potion in case I fail ungrappling him.
Well, you
I'm gonna
can't. Ungrappling him is going to be. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
use 2 actions no matter what it is.
Gotcha. I see.
So
I
I just wanna
understand
at
now.
least-
Okay, now I get it. Go ahead and roll for the
Then he's
acrobatics
at least
check.
not, dead the
I
next
understand.
time.
Roll the acrobatics check.
Okay.
DC 20.
Okay, and I'm gonna.
Actually, you know what? This is gonna be our group's version of like Box of Doom Dimension 20. What do you get to this? A plus what?
+4.
Okay, roll it, and roll 20. This is the box
Oh,
of doom.
no.
This is the box of doom version of.
I don't even remember how to roll in
persons.
roll 20.
So you
Is
click
it
on the
just a-
die over to the left and just click on the d20.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oof.
Okay, but I'm gonna use all the things I can. Deja vu.
And then she
I'm gonna.
blessed. Or he's
Okay,
blessed.
I will allow you to use deja vu on this acrobatics check.
Okay, great. I was gonna say it's a check, so I don't know if I can.
yeah.
I will
know the
allow you to
guidance.
use. I will allow you to use deja vu on this.
Okay. Roll 20. I swear to God.
Hey! That's why I like it, because we all get a reaction at
Oh,
the
God.
same time.
Okay.
It's like kind of box of doomish. Okay.
Okay.
So with a 17 plus 4, 21, you barely get it, but you just like punch this. Let's talk. Okay, let's just be honest with this vampire. You punch this vampire right in the jaw, and as you do, you just uncork this healing potion and shove it into Morton's mouth, healing him for 2d4 plus 2.
2d4.
Am I still unconscious?
You won't be once this happens.
6.
6. So you heal 6 HP.
Great.
So you kind of like gasp to see Chad standing over you, this vampire still holding you, and then Chad puts his arms in between you and this creature and pulls. Chad, I need an athletics check.
Could it be acrobatics?
No. I'm
fair.
sorry, this is definitely opposed
Backflip
athletics.
over the vampire.
Okay.
And I am going to roll. Okay, so
sorry,
I am going to. Oh no, you roll first. Go ahead.
Sorry, I want to make sure I knock off my action surge so I know I used it.
You're good.
Okay. If I use my DM inspiration, do I get to choose, or I have to use the new dice?
If you DM inspiration, you get to. It's just a higher of the two.
Okay, great. Then I'm gonna use my DM inspiration.
Well, roll the athletics first.
I did.
Oh, you already did.
I
Okay,
rolled a
okay.
10,
Okay,
and so that would be a 12.
a 12.
And I feel
I'm
like
gonna-
vampires.
I'm gonna roll this in the. I'm gonna roll this in roll 20.
Okay.
He gets a +3 to this.
Okay.
Okay. And with a
Oh.
7, you are able to pull Morton away from this creature. For mechanics, we'll go ahead and say Morton will move you one step back. Chad will move you right in between
Cool.
them, and that creature and Morton are now removed. You technically have a bonus action if you want to use it, Chad.
I don't. I think the only bonus action I have is like
Second wind.
second wind, which would only be to me, and I have yet to get hit because Martin got hit.
Good turn though. Good use of a turn.
Yeah, I think that's it. I'll just use my bonus action, just like hold myself like as big as possible, protective between
Okay.
Martin
Love
and
it. All right.
the vampire.
Fantastic. Rosie,
stressful.
it is now your turn.
Okay.
Great job.
Well, I hate it when I see the big strong people get injured. But I'm gonna come under this tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is Delilah?
Delilah is like I don't have a mini for her, but she's like right
Okay,
here.
cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna move kind of towards Delilah, just to kind of put myself in between her and the action.
Okay, and I will
as
say
far
you
as I
see that
can.
she like you stopped her before she got hurt. Like she does
Good,
not look
okay.
hurt. She just
Cool,
looks
cool, cool.
scared. In her last round, she probably just would have started like trying to run.
Run. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I assume Batty comes with me, but May
Mhm.
can make that decision.
Yeah.
And then,
Technically, on May's turn is when Batty moves, but yeah.
oh, okay. Narratively speaking, Batty will come with me, and I'm
Yes.
gonna cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level on the nasty that was just attacking Chad and Morton.
Yeah. Go
Mostly
ahead.
Morton.
Roll for attack. Roll your spell attack.
22.
22 hits. Roll damage.
Oh, it's 5d6,
Yeah, level 2 guiding bolt ain't no joke.
12 points of radiant damage.
Wow.
5d6 was only 12 though.
Yeah, it was
Dang, it's kind of low.
3, 2, 1, 3, 3.
Yeah. It takes the full brunt of the radiant damage, and you see it roar in pain. It hates the radiant damage that you just dealt to it.
And then from here, let me make sure I can do this before I do. Oh, heck yeah. From here, I'm going to use my bonus action to heal Morton using Healing Word.
You can't cast 2 spells in a single turn. You can cast a spell.
Oh,
and a
that's right.
cantrip,
Okay.
But yeah.
Yep. Cool. Then I'm done.
Alrighty, cool. That's Rosie's turn. You is now up. You is going to just step in front of this woman and swing their warhammer at her. Oof. Natural 1 for you. It's almost like I shouldn't be doing this. They're just going to keep their shield up. That's the end of their turn. Gron is going to... Gron is going to use his bonus action to Misty Step over here to Morton, and then use his action, and this like gear appears over his hand, starts clicking, and then spins in this like fiery wheel and shoots out towards the woman. And hits, dealing 3 points of fire damage to her as it kind of like hits her arm and she brushes it off. That is the end of their turn. May, it is your turn. Morton, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna stay where I am. I guess I'll scooch like over here just a little bit to get a better shot. And shoot with my longbow again.
Alrighty.
I rolled a 4 again, but it's +9, so 13, and then I'm blessed, so 16.
16 hits. Roll for damage.
I have Hunter's Mark.
Bless. And you have Hunter's Mark, yep.
So that's +5, so 7, 12 points of piercing damage and 3 points of necrotic damage.
3 points of necrotic damage halved to 1. You fully stick this arrow into the throat of this vampire as he roars in pain, ripping it out. He's looking worse for wear. He's looking hurt. And then what does Batty do?
She's gonna follow. I told her to follow Rosie, so she would probably, I mean, since Rosie's right there, she'd probably stay like right in between us.
Perfect. Makes sense. All right, the scene of Maewyn's turn. Morton, you are up, my guy.
Getting the fuck out of Dodge!
Come on.
I have 10 hit points and I'm at 6. I am gone. I take all of my movement to disengage. No one's attacking me right now.
Actually, you don't need to disengage with Chad's athletics.
Great. Then I move right over here and I hide.
Yeah.
So that
go
I
ahead
can
and roll a stealth check.
Yeah.
As a bonus action.
Watch out for that vampire in that bush.
I swear to God, I would be furious. 15.
15. Okay, and then your action.
I'm going to take my potion of healing.
Okay.
Because I'm fucking.
2d4 plus 2 as a minimum of would get you to your max, so you get to your max of 10.
Great. I do that. My max of 10. God.
Fighting vampires.
And no, that's not the math. Come on now. And that will be what I do in this moment because I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay, fantastic. That is Quinn's turn.
That's not. It was my turn.
I will stay there. Yeah. What do I want to do? Yeah, all my stuff is wisdom saves. They're pretty good at that. I will just kind of tee up Chad and just cast Enlarge on Chad. So you're
there we go.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to inspire Flint just by starting to chant like Boulder, Bender, Boulder, Bender.
Oh, yeah.
Inspiring Flint, so you are inspired. And that's my turn.
All right, fantastic. You all see Chad grow twice his size, muscles purely defined. Also, as a point of fact with Enlarge, all of you see patch of black dragon scales peeking out of the bandage of Chad's arm. And Chad kind of like roars in adrenaline. Flint, you hear the Boulder, Bender, and it. With Quinn's magic, it sounds like a chant of people chanting your name, and you feel that inspiration. Is that the end of your turn, Quinn?
I'm going to move up, seeing as May was taking some damage. I'm going to move up right there.
Okay. It is now the woman's turn, who you see wounds that she has taken over this last round start to heal up on her arms. She is then going to look over at you, Flint, and attempt to claw at you.
Boulder, Bender, Boulder.
Gets a 25 to hit.
Ouch. Yep. Okay.
And she is not going to do damage. She's instead going to grapple you.
Okay.
Then doing a bite to you, getting a 25 to hit again. Actually, the first one was a 24. My bad. So 25.
Okay.
You get 9 points of piercing damage and 8 points of necrotic damage. That 8 points of necrotic damage reduces your max HP by 8 as well.
Okay, cool.
That is the end of her turn. It is now the man's turn, who you can see he like kind of takes a deep inhale so that his wounds can start to heal, and the radiant damage caused by Rosie's guiding bolt starts to burn, and his wounds do not heal up as much. Seeing that happen, he is going to, wild animal that he is, sprint away from Chad. Chad, you get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, Chad's angry. Nat 20.
Right, roll for damage.
Okay.
Give an extra D4.
Also,
Can I say I did this with my dragon dagger?
Sure, yeah.
Cool.
people also get advantage anytime they attack the
Well,
thing.
the first attack on him. It's just the first attack.
So this would have been that.
Oh, okay.
But you crit anyway, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So I get a extra D4.
So
on my
2d4.
normal,
So
and then
4d4 4d4 plus your modifier is what it is. No,
because it's a D6 of acid.
6d4.
Oh,
D6 of acid? It's a D6
yes.
of acid?
So I get
so
2.
4d4 and 2d6.
Lord, okay.
Right?
I think so, because I would have normally 2d4,
Two
which
for
makes
the-
it 4, and then
Yeah.
a D6, so 2d6, so 44 and 2d6.
Yep, 44 and 2d6.
Nope.
You're just saying sounds. Those are just sounds.
Of just piercing, it's 12 damage,
Okay.
and then 5 rolled crappy acid.
So a total of 17.
Yeah.
All right. Oof. Yeah, I mean, he is looking rough. That definitely hurt. He's looking scared now. So he runs over to Rosie. He's going to actually slide right here, and he's going to attempt to grab you, Rosie.
Nope. Stop it.
Getting a 12 to hit you.
Doesn't hit.
He's going to try again, getting a natural 20. But he's not going to do damage. He's just going to grapple you.
No, but he can't because I want to use my reaction to warding flare.
What's that mean?
So I have I can
Fire.
let me read it. When I'm attacked by a creature within 30 feet that I can see, I can use my reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack
Ooh,
roll.
okay.
So it's like
Nice.
a flash of light that anytime someone tries to attack me, I can burst out. to hit
That's
them.
another 12. He swings at you to grab you, and you turn, and your holy symbol flashes with this divine light, and he screeches in your face. And that is the end of his turn. All right, fantastic. Flint, you're up.
Boulder Bender.
Um,
I have 2 HP. But I'm not concerned with that at the moment. I'm also not concerned with the aging, so I'm gonna use a charge and attack this vampire with my staff again.
Oh my god.
Do it.
I don't have advantage, I don't believe. I don't think.
No.
I do have bless and inspiration. 25 to hit.
Hey, that works.
Okay, expending a charge. That's 9 bludgeoning and 10 necrotic.
9 bludgeoning, and 5 necrotic, so for a total of 14. Okay.
Then DC 15 Constitution save.
DC 15 Constitution save. You age a year.
Yep.
Make sure to keep track of that
I'm coming
somehow.
back for you, Mrs. Kettlepot.
That is a 14.
Okay, so has disadvantage for 1 hour on ability checks or saving throws that uses strength or constitution.
Ooh, that comes in handy with a grapple. Nicely done. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill there with 2 HP in the jaw
All
of the
right.
vampire.
Mega Chad, you're up.
Okay. I don't like that he went to Rosie next. And I'm trying to remember with small humanoids, they can take up the same space as someone, but probably not if I'm enlarged, correct? It's like a medium creature they could maybe share.
Are you trying to get where Rosie is?
Yeah, just again to do
Once,
the, like,
once again,
protective.
but he has the grapple on her,
Oh,
so
I
that's
thought he
yeah.
missed.
He missed.
Oh no, he didn't. Oh, okay. So yeah, no, I would say that you could. I can just mechanically we can do that.
Okay, great. Yeah, I just want me in between.
Yeah,
and
for
then
sure. We'll just say
I'ma
that
do
Rosie's like. Actually, you know what? We'll kind of do that. You can
Chad,
see Rosie.
Chad,
You can see that Rosie underneath your legs.
I pat
Perfect.
his leg. As
Yeah.
hello, Chad.
I just give a little calf flex in response.
Amazing.
But bam. Okay, and then I attack
All right.
with both
Roll for
things.
attack. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's not the best, but I am still blessed.
You are
So that
blessed and
gets to-
enlarged.
Well,
A large blessing.
Hashtag
Yes, you
blessed
are,
and
Chad.
enlarged.
so it gets to 16 with all of that.
16 does hit. Roll for damage.
All right, this is just my scimitar, so that's just. I rolled a 1, so 4 slashing.
Okay. Still standing.
And then with my dragon. Oh, wait. 4 plus my
Because you're enlarged.
d4 because of being enlarged.
Yeah.
So, plus another 3 slashing.
Okay, he looks very hurt.
Come on,
Coming in
Chad.
with my dragon tooth.
He's like bleeding, this like black ichor from his face.
That's a natural 16.
Natural 16, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, so then this is. 3 slashing and. Damn it. 2 acid.
How do you want to do this?
So
With the dragon
Giant.
tooth dagger.
Mega Chad with his just like he just like comes stomping over and just like puts his foot between the vampire and Rosie, says, "Stop hurting my friends!" and then gives a little flash with his scimitar and then like straight like because he's so tall down into the top of his head with the
You
dragon.
see the dagger penetrate the top of the vampire's head, and out of the vampire's head, black sizzling ichor pours out of the eyes and nose from the acid currently doing damage on the inside of the vampire's skull, as the vampire then falls to the ground dead. Its complexion getting even paler and kind of like withering away, as if it came immediately dehydrated, but the body does stay there. All right, that is the end of Chad's turn, I think.
Yeah.
Rosie, you are up.
Yeah, got him. Okay. I'm gonna pat Chad's cap again and say, "Good job, Chad." But there's another one over there, and I'll redirect my attention over there.
Okay.
And I'll see how you, Flint. You said you're looking pretty ragged.
Yes, I'm very badly injured.
And in the jaws of a vampire currently. Oh, actually, as a matter of fact, how much did your max HP go down?
Let's see, 8.
6, right?
Sorry,
Oh, 8?
8, yes.
You see her heal that amount of energy as well.
Yuck.
She's looking in much better condition than they. She has not taken that much damage.
Can I, because of this gap between you and Flint, do I have a clear shot?
I would
with
say
my-
yes, because she's a human and they are a gnome and a dwarf.
Okay. Yeah, so I will cast.
She might. I will say she probably has quarter cover, so it helps her AC a little bit.
Okay, I'll still cast Guiding Bolt. I'm gonna do it at first level this time.
Oak doke.
Wait, he's in the jaws. No, I'm gonna do what I wished I could have done for Morton and cast bonus action Healing Word
Okay.
on Flint. And I'm gonna do it at first. No, I'm gonna do it at second level.
All right. Nice.
2d4 plus 4. Give you a little. So you get 8 points of healing, Flint.
Oh shit! There's an. I keep forgetting because it's a new thing. We'll only say it happened once. Morton, you take 2 points of necrotic damage.
I realized I was muted for that, but what I said was, ah!
And make a perception check.
I didn't do that, did I?
No, you did not do that.
Oh,
Me
okay.
make a perception check?
Yes.
16.
Okay. Go ahead, Rosie.
And then I can't move because Chad is on top of me, but I would like to,
Boop.
Thank you, oh my gosh. I am going to come back this way, the way that I came, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, in hopes of getting closer to Morton.
Alrighty, and that is a, how much did you heal, Flint?
8.
8. Okay. Alright, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, because I used
Bonus action movement, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you have a cantrip of like Sacred Flame or something?
Well, I did a spell already.
But it was bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Healing Word's a bonus action, but you can only cast one spell per turn, but you can do like a bonus action spell and then a cantrip as an action.
Oh.
Because a cantrip's not technically a spell. I mean, it is, but...
Oh, then...
So you couldn't cast like you couldn't cast Healing Word as a bonus action and then Guiding Bolt as an action. But you can cast Healing Word as a bonus action and then a cantrip as an action.
Oh,
It has to be a cantrip that
confusing.
says it's an action.
Yeah.
That's all confusing.
Or you could cast a cantrip that's a bonus action and a spell as an action. If the cantrip was a bonus action. But do you have Sacred Flame?
Yeah, so I'm not going to move then. And
Yeah.
I'm just going to cast Sacred Flame.
That is a
at
Constitution saving throw?
Dexterity.
Dexterity fails with a 12.
Yeah. So... Come on. 8
8 points of radiant damage.
Radiant
What
damage.
she had just healed herself for, she then gets hit again as this like divine bolt of radiant energy hits her, and she will not be able to heal at the top of her next round. That is the end of Rosie's turn.
Yeah.
You is then going to slide back behind her, flanking with Flint. And actually, you is going to attempt to separate the two of them. So you gets a +3 to this. I'm gonna roll this in the roll 20. So you get a +3 to this. Okay, that is a 22. The vampire also gets a +3 to this. That is a 6. So you has successfully separated Flint and the vampire, and that is the end of you's turn. Gron is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Run up here to Morton. He is going to just use his action to dash technically, and then use his bonus action to hand you a healing potion. And he says, "Here you go. It's crazy back there. I don't know what's going on."
That's all Morton is
Yeah,
saying.
of course. Yeah, that's the end of Gron's turn. May, you are up. Morton, you're on deck.
I'm going to use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark to her.
Okay, yep, easily.
And I'm going to take a shot with my longbow.
Okay.
Yeah. 27 plus 3. That's a 30 to hit.
Hits, roll
Damn.
damage. 27 plus 3, is that what you said?
Because it's an 18 plus 9. Plus
Oh,
I
okay,
have
okay.
bless.
Yeah.
I just rolled the bless. Oh, damn. So it's 11 points of piercing damage and 1 point of necrotic damage.
Okay, so half to 0.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take any necrotic damage, but you notice her take the full blunt of that arrow as she sees her partner down. Arrow just strikes inside of her. Pure fear is on her face now. That is the end of Maewyn's turn. Morton, you're up.
Do what rogues do best and attempt to get into a position and hopefully do something before the end of the battle.
Okay.
I'm going to move over my 40 feet to there.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast False Life on myself.
Okay, giving you temp HP.
Yes, which will be...
You can do that.
Yep. And then that will be... I will take my bonus action to hide in case someone saw me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you feel successfully hidden.
Yeah, great. But I am gonna do that.
Okay, great. Cuinn, you're up.
I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15. I'll move right there. I will first. Actually, before I move, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna use my bonus action to do unsettling. What's it called? Unsettling words.
Okay.
That's a 1. Yeah, I'm not gonna move.
All right. What do you say to her?
Funk you.
Oh God, that's why it was a 1.
Yep. And my voice cracks as I do it.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you're looking pretty. You know what? I won't move there. We're still gonna give it a try. I'm gonna just do a first level dissonant whisper. So I have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Subtracting a 1.
That is a subtracting a 1. That is 14.
It beats.
Oh dang.
But they take half of 6, 12, 13, so they take 6 points of psychic damage.
Nice.
Not have to
Yeah.
move away.
I mean, definitely does some damage. She's looking hurt now too. And it is now her turn.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to attempt to run away. So she starts sprinting up the wall of this building. You and Cuinn both get attacks of opportunity. You is going to swing his Warhammer. He gets a natural 20.
Nice.
He's definitely gonna. They are
24.
definitely gonna put Divine Smite into this. That hits.
Max level, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, they can only do it at a first level.
No.
So that is
Still max
because
level.
because they are undead. That is 3d8, and then doubled 6d8.
Good. I hope this.
Bye.
I hope
Plus the
this
weapon
fire
damage.
is
Here we
obliterated.
go.
Plus the weapon damage, which was 9. That already happened. and then 6d8 for a total of 22 points of radiant damage for a grand total of 31 points of damage. Oh my god, that's insane.
6 for me.
Somebody
for
text
you.
Ian and ask how they want to do this.
It is at, this is crazy, with the damage, it is at 44 right now.
Oh.
No, that's, and then with 31 points of damage, that takes it up to 75. And then with 6 points of damage, that takes it to 81. Vampire spawns have 82 hit points.
Yeah.
This creature continues to sprint up the wall and then is going to get there. And that is the end of her action to dash. She gets on to the other side of this roof. She is out of sight for most of you.
What? Now's your time, buddy.
Okay, that is the end of her turn. Flint, you are up.
I start climbing up the side of the building. No, I'm just gonna do that.
I mean, you could.
I can't do that. I'm a dwarf. I'm just gonna be like, I'm sure Morton or someone's got her. I'm injured. Just kind of like sit there. I pat you on the back. Great hit. That was incredible. Oh my god. Cuinn,
thanks.
that was adequate.
I got him too.
Yeah. I just put my hands on both of your shoulders. Great job, both of you.
All right, Flint. Chad, you're up.
Okay, I just sprint after it, while climbing up buildings and things. So I think I get like
What is your movement?
60 feet. Well,
Are
with
you
the
using
dash.
your action to dash?
Yeah.
What is your so here. This is what I'm gonna say. You hold on. I'm looking up something. Hold on now. Okay. What is your strength currently with enlarge?
It doesn't change. I just get advantage on strength checks.
Okay, so
and
what is your
saving
strength
throws.
modifier currently?
Currently, it's a +0.
+0, okay. Go ahead and roll the d4 that you normally would roll for the added strength.
Hiya! That's a 1.
1, okay. So you're gonna get you normally get a 3, so you're gonna get a +4 to this.
Okay.
DC 15 athletics check to use 30 feet of your movement and then just jump up to the roof of this building as enlarged Chad. Therefore, then giving you like a thrown dagger attack.
So I would only get to like here.
Yes, but I would
Basically?
give you a thrown dagger attack though if you make
Okay.
this.
Oh, I gotcha.
And then if not, if you don't make the check, then you could just dash.
Dash. Okay. So, I need. Okay. So that's a
+4. That's a +4 you get.
16.
16 hits. So you run to this building. Chad sprints and then just squats and jumps up, lands onto the shingles of this building. You see her away from you. You can chuck that dragon tooth dagger if you want,
Yeah.
or go ahead.
I mean, that's the one I have, so I feel like
Yeah.
instinct for getting
sure.
it's a special dagger he doesn't want to lose, but I'm gonna use this one. Okay. I'm still blessed, yeah?
You're so blessed.
Okay. Just with +5 is a 19 to hit.
19 hits, and as we know, she is at 1 hit point. She starts running across this building, and the dagger embeds itself in her back. She falls down to the ground, stumbling. Immediately, her body starts to kind of wither. And we have exited combat. And for now, things seem calm. Rosie, I think you were about to say something?
Well, I was on my turn next gonna go over to the body of the one that was attacking Delilah, and just investigate for as someone who is a cleric and has like undead knowledge and like blah blah
Yes.
blah. Was gonna just check it out, see if
Yeah.
there's anything.
Roll an investigation check.
I need to use my big dice. A 3. I hate everyone.
You know what? I'm going to say specifically because these are undead creatures and you come from a divine school of knowledge, go ahead and roll with advantage.
That's really nice of you. Thanks. I hope
It's my birthday.
It's my birthday. I want you to roll at advantage. That's a little better. 11.
With an 11, you know this with an 11. These are clearly the culprits of what's been going on. These are young vampires, recently turned. You know young vampires to be very ravenous with their kills. The kills that were described, it would make sense for them to be kills by the the kills that were specifically like for fun from these vampires. Also, you notice branded into the skin of this vampire on their back is a skull with 6 drops of blood surrounding the skull.
As I'm investigating and I see that, I'll bring May closer to me because she was.
Oh, and you also see, sorry, in the brand, you also see the initials W-E. Sorry, go ahead.
W-E.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers Entertainment.
Oh, jeez.
Williamson.
I'll like usher May closer to me.
Uh-huh.
And be like, May, look, they got a brand on them.
Oh.
You don't think that's someone here, do you?
I don't know. Can I make a check to see if I recognize it at all?
I would say you wouldn't, to be honest.
That's fine.
But I will allow Rosie and I will row for you to make religion checks.
Row your dice.
God, what the hell, you guys? 6.
You got a 23. So you
Good.
tells you that this is the symbol of Baal, who is one of the deities that has been banished. Specifically, he was the god of murder.
Oh, that's
And as you know, all of these banished deities had these creatures known as servants of the banished, some of them that you have recently fought. You with the 23 remembers that Baal's servant of the banished was not a creature, but a person, specifically a vampire, specifically the world's first vampire. And his name was Wolfram Evernight.
Well, those books seem to be really coming in handy. Thank June that you were here.
Thanks, Mom.
I'll go and retrieve my dragger.
Yeah. With the combat slowing down, a minute passes and you.
Yeah. As I walk over, I'll get it, and then like, kind of unceremoniously, just so everyone else can like check out the body if they want. I'll kind of like scoot the body off the roof and like let it fall.
Yeah.
As it falls, as I like heard them running, I did not see the thing actually fall. I take my dagger and wing it right into the fire.
It just thunks into the dead body.
You just hear, yeah!
I just like give Morton like a yeah, nice.
I run over with my second dagger and jump and dive on it and stab it in the back of the head and just like go fucking nuts on it.
Yeah.
Good job.
I think you got it, Morton.
I would say the two of you focusing on this withering, and as you stab in, you realize that the black ichor is slowly turning into like this black dust. And as you stab into the body, you and Chad, you just watching, also see a similar brand of the symbol of Baal and the name Wolfram Evernight, or the initials for WE, which you eventually,
Right.
Rosie and you.
Once we come back.
Yeah.
I would have stood up as soon as I started seeing it turn to dust and started stomping on it into oblivion. I'm not happy.
And you're feeling, and you
Yeah.
do so, and you immediately feel how weak you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, hey, and I sit down
Yeah.
and lean against the wall.
Maybe take a minute, man. I mean, this one's dead. The other one's, they're both like dust. So we're good for a second. Just
I don't feel great.
You don't look great, to be honest. You look a little peaked. So maybe just take.
Are you back in the circle or like with us by now? Are you still?
Yeah,
off
I would
by
say
yourself?
everybody's back together at this
I'll
point.
probably have helped him and like
Okay.
sat him next to
As soon as I see Morton, I come like running up to him and I say, Morton! Oh my goodness, here! And I'll touch him and cure him a little bit. Do you need more hit points, or you-
Gron says, "Wait, I've seen this before. Your heals aren't going to help him much until I do this." And he casts Restoration's back.
Cameo by Lester.
Catch the hell LongShot on YouTube.
He casts Lesser Restoration on both you and Flint, healing your max hit point sickness.
Do I de-age 2 years by chance?
You don't de-age 2 years by chance.
Whew.
So now
restoration.
you can heal him, Rosie. It can. I'm going to allow it to do it for Vampire Spawn. Yeah.
Okay. I need to get that spell. I look at Ron.
Because they can heal disease, and for Vampire Spawn, I feel like that would make sense.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll like as Gron does that, and then I'll be like, Morton, and I'll grab his face and cast Cure Wounds at a first level, healing you 6 points.
Awesome.
You take 3 points of necrotic damage.
I do?
No, Morton does, and I need Morton and Rosie to both do perception checks.
Jeez.
Why did that happen?
Oh wait, hold on. Does that bypass my temporary HP?
All I know is you healed, and then the 3 necrotic can come from your temp HP, sure.
Okay, great. Hold on 1 second.
But you still healed the full 6.
Right. So great. So you said perception?
Yeah, both of you roll perception.
Dirty 20.
Rosie?
Well, I just got a 14.
With a dirty 20, which is the DC, you notice that when you got healed, your ring of protection pulsed. It looks like every time you get healed, the ring of protection deals you 1d4 necrotic damage.
These fucking things seem so great.
Just look at it and I'm like,
This is why you should only trust the power of Dune, I think.
no.
Morton, you would know enough about magical artifacts to know you could probably have the curse removed and keep the enchantment, but for now, that's the deal with this item.
Yeah, I just look at it and just.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's on this thing.
Are
I'm
you
gonna move
okay?
it to- no, I'm fine. I just feel like it's more apt if I put it on this finger now.
Oh, because of that's the dirty finger. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
Delilah alive?
Delilah is alive. She kind of like comes skulking back. Yeah.
Hey there,
Oh.
Delilah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What's it like in Stillshire City?
All of a sudden, another vampire spawns.
Insta kill Cuinn.
She walks over and she's just like, "Oh my gosh!" And you hear Captain Pratt say, "What? What's so
Pratt.
funny?"
I just like that
Pratt.
she walks over and she's like, "Oh my gosh."
You hear Captain Pratt say, "Oh, that's Greta and Kane Salvor. They're a brother and sister who live here. We haven't seen them in a while. We thought they were amongst the disappeared."
We found him.
There they are.
They're not well, that's for sure.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Seems
Thank-
like
Um,
you
these
guys
might
got a
have-
vampire problem.
This must have been what was causing the issue.
It may be a little bit bigger than that.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, this is my child. They're a genius, and they have informed us that maybe these vampires are part of a larger situation, I guess we could call it. That is also something that we're kind of working on right now. So really, I guess it's just a good thing that we showed up, quite honestly.
Oh, yes, I'm very glad that you did. Yes.
And I'll explain to him, and like you can help chime in as well, of like what is it? The not reckoning, the
returning.
Returning. Thank you. The returning.
He kind of takes this all in.
The servants, the gods.
What did you say? What did you say that his name was? The first vampire. What did you say his name was?
Wolfram Evernight.
Yeah.
Do you know him? He's probably old. He's probably as old as me.
Or very young.
He stayed in this tavern about 2 weeks ago.
Ah, scheisse.
Is that when all of this started happening?
Yeah. Yes, we thought he was a nice kid. He seemed.
Or very young. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do you know any kid who'd be named Wolfram?
I mean, any
my
adult
brother
named...
Tommy's got a Wolfram.
Bullshit.
Did he leave?
Yeah, he said he was headed to Bayhoff.
Oh.
Excellent. Great.
Fudge nuggets.
Lots of people in Bayhoff.
I bend over and vomit.
Oh, Morton.
Ah!
Rub his back.
Said something about a ruby he needed to get.
Oh.
I
just
look
gotta point
pointedly.
at like Cuinn and Maewyn like, oh.
Does it seem that maybe Stagmire became a little less important than Bayhoff on our journey? To anyone else, or is that just me?
Oh, it was never
Wasn't there
not important. It's just
another
now
one of
become-
these things in Stagmire?
Well, sorry, this is me in my notes. I wrote that we were going to go to Stagmire to,
Because
that's where the
Gron said there was something.
there was a
Hound.
servant
Servant.
of the
Yeah.
Famish was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have so many notes. This
I
is
mean,
awful.
we can maybe revote to see if
I will
I
say.
think we want to.
I will say, you know that apparently this Wolfram is heading to Bayhoff. That doesn't necessarily mean he knows where the ruby is or how to get it.
But we do know where the ruby is. I say to Dune. You still there?
I just. We don't have to revote if people have the same votes, but I feel like, I mean, he could have also. I don't think he would have gone to Stagmire, but there's also still that thing in Stagmire we should do.
There's also a threat from a vampire now in a massive city.
And I think that we have the advantage of knowing exactly where the ruby is. We're not going to be flailing about in Bayhoff.
So all who now votes bypass Stagmire
Captain
to
Pratt,
Bayhoff?
could you give us a moment?
I mean,
Just turns and walks away.
Delilah, you can be in on this though if you want.
Okay,
You can join
wow,
our
that's
group
great. Oh
if
my
you want.
god.
Stop.
Her personality is just
Oh.
now a mall girl from the 80s.
Husband who?
Mall girl?
Mall girl from
Mall girl.
One of those mall girls.
Yeah.
Well, I
Valley
found my
Girls,
character
that's what
for
it is.
tomorrow's one
Oh
shot.
my
Mall
god.
girl.
My name's Delilah. Like, oh my god. Sorry, Chad, what were you saying?
no, I was saying. I mean, Bayhoff votes.
You think straight to Bayhoff?
Yeah.
When are you the only one?
You would vote with their mom.
And what do you think?
Turn
I don't know. Stagmire's
table.
on the way.
I mean, it's still out of the way a little bit.
It's going to take us a few days at least to
Yeah.
I mean, I know we already
do
talked
what we
about
need to
this,
do.
but it was adding how much to the trip to stop by Stagmire?
2 days, 3 days,
I think
2 days, plus
2 or
2
3
days
days,
to go to
yeah.
Stagmire, 2 and a third weeks to get to Bayha.
Right. I mean, it's
I mean,
just
I think-
travel. So when we get there, then we have to figure out what's going on and that's probably like a week. Easy.
Hey, if I'm outvoted, that's fine. I won't put up a fight.
Gron kind of says, "Well, I was voting with you, friend, but yeah, it looks like we are outvoted."
Yeah, we can take you as close as we can to Stagmire, and if you want to go check that out, we can.
I'll make that decision when we come to the fork in the road.
Maybe would I know of any I don't know, can't think of what they're called, portals from Bayhoff. Would I know of anything?
Yeah, I mean, you would know. You would
quick
know.
travel.
You would know of teleportation circles.
That's what I was looking for.
Bayhoff and Stagmire is also under the protection of the Barrington province. Stagmire and Bayhoff having teleportation circles that can go to one another, especially with Stagmire being somewhat of a smaller town, is probably unlikely.
Right. Yeah, we can head straight to Bayhoff.
Yeah, and we can take a revote at the fork as well. If
now
things
it
have
is
changed
the
since
only
then.
other thing that brings your attention to is that it's possible, you don't know, but it's possible that Hydre, which is in the Bahathian Empire, could have a portal to Bayhoff potentially. Now that, just to show you the map,
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Mhm.
yeah, that would be. So I mean,
About halfway.
if Hydre did have portals to Bayhoff, going to Stagmire wouldn't really extend your trip by. It would be probably even shorter than just going from Barrington to Bayhoff. But that's if Hydre had
That's a shot in the
teleportation
dark.
circle. Yeah.
And at the very least, we gotta head in the same direction we're already going, and then we can
Well, we
revote,
should
Maybe we'll
stay
sleep on
here
it, sleep
for
on
the
it.
night, of course.
Yeah.
I would love to sleep for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Freya comes up and looks at you, Rosie, and kind of kneels down and says, "Thank you. Thank you very much." And she pulls out of her apron a pouch of 50 platinum.
oh yeah.
Oh,
Hands it
to
to
me?
you.
Oh
Mhm.
my gosh. Okay. 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 And I'll just open my bag of holding and look at the group and I'll be like, I'll put this
We'll
here.
split it up later. It's fine.
Yes. Okay.
I give a
No.
weak thumbs up.
Put the 50 platinum in my bag of holding.
All right.
Hey, does anyone notice anything different about me?
Do
Yeah,
do we?
I would say no, not
Okay.
really.
No.
No.
Why?
Chad, I do notice something about you. Do you need some lotion? I could probably muster you up some.
What a
Oh, yeah.
fucking weird
What's
I
question.
just
wrong
saw
with
some
your
psoriasis or
Right.
some weird.
Oh yeah, I think I just with the hags, I got a little I don't know, irritation. It's fine though. I bandaged it.
Irritation. I try and sneak a peek under the bandage.
It's embarrassing. I'd really
Roll opposed acrobatics check.
That's sexy.
acrobatics.
I lost. There's no way you got lower than a 5.
Oh yeah, 15.
Yeah, he gets away from you. You're not able to see it.
It's.
I mean,
it's
Rosie could
embarrassing.
maybe heal it for you.
Do you need, help?
I think it's fine. No. I don't want to. It's not. It's
can I
just
at least look at it?
It's kind of gross. It's embarrassing. I'd rather not. It's fine, guys.
What if it's infectious to us? You know?
Yeah.
You know, you want
Putting the
to.
group in danger.
I don't think it is.
How do you
I
know?
think.
Is he still enlarged?
No. That
Okay, I was like, get down here, young man.
No. No. I mean, I'd rather not make a big deal out of this. It's.
You can show
I'll
us then.
respect your wishes, and
Thank you.
everybody else respect Chad and his wishes.
You respected
Listen-
my wishes, Chad, so I will respect your wishes.
I just
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
just-
glad I'm not the only one that keeps secrets. So that's fine. Yeah, we can continue. Everybody judges me for keeping secrets, but yeah, everybody else could do it. It's
I
fine.
have a
Everybody
rash on
respect
my
their
arm.
wishes.
How is
Let's
that
go
different?
get a drink.
How would you say that without telling us who your parents are?
You know we judge you for other things, not for the secrets,
I have a
right?
rash
walking
on
into
my
the tavern.
arm. How is that the same as not telling
It's not
you
at
who my
all. That's
parents
what Quinn
are?
So I don't
like
look
very
like
different
mature
things,
to you
okay?
guys? Or like,
No, why would you? You have a beard and hair.
You're
That's
very mature.
I mean, should we think that? Did
fine.
some
I'll look.
just like feel? Was it your birthday? Did we miss your birthday, Flint?
no. My birthday
no.
is in 3 months.
Okay. Well,
Sound very
Should I do a
unsure.
perception or an investigation or some shit just to like see if I observe anything on this dwarf?
I mean, you don't know much about dwarf physiology. I mean, it's only 2 years difference in a creature who can live upwards of like 500 years. I would say you do not notice a difference.
I'm now
This is Kettlepot knows a
152.
lot about dwarf physiology.
Okay.
yikes.
Were you 152 before?
Well, I've had 150 birthdays. I remember everyone vividly. By the way, you're all invited to my birthday in 3 months.
I'll make a
Alright.
cake, depending on where we are.
Yes, can you please
yeah.
put bugs in it for me?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
If you don't have any entertainment for the party, I would like to throw Alexander Nightshade's hat.
Okay,
for free.
it's
Ooh,
I have a list
that's a
of
good idea,
potential
yeah.
artists, and we'll see what the going rate is.
Now, why are you so concerned if you look more mature? Like, let's
Because
not
I think
skip
the
over
staff
that.
made me older.
Oh,
What do you mean
What?
older?
I used the
Like,
staff, and I think that I grew in age, but it's fine, honestly. Don't even worry about it. It didn't
But
talk. I want to
like
be
how
clear.
much?
It didn't talk to me.
Okay, well
just
that's
don't use
how.
the staff.
Yeah, you could just
Okay. Oh, I'll probably still use it.
talk to people, but maybe not the extra.
You're gonna age every time you use it.
Yeah.
Yikes.
by how
Why?
much? Do you have a feeling of it?
Just 1 year every time I use it, and it's only
That's
got,
a year of your life.
It's only
Yeah.
got 3 charges, so I can't really
A
use
day?
it.
3 years a day, dude.
I'm ready for old age.
You're ready
Tomorrow?
for old age?
I mean, it's your choice, I guess, but
No, I mean, just,
Let's respect everybody's wishes and
Exactly.
their bodies and their choices.
yep.
Okay.
It's getting
So I
very
think
hard
it's
to do
hearing
so.
this.
Let's go to bed. I think we should all rest and maybe like reconvene in the morning.
Just a little time.
All right, so
We gotta
you
nap.
you all head to the
Never
tavern to find yourselves asleep for the evening. As slumber takes you all, yes, Rosie.
I did. I just wanted to say that I would use my little sending stone to send a note to Gilmarie.
Okay, you want to
Because
do
that's
it?
who I, right?
Yeah.
We don't have to roleplay it. I just want,
Okay.
I'll type something out and
Okay.
that way
All right.
Gilmarie
Are we in separate rooms or?
Yeah, I mean it's a
What's
small town and it's been like kind of cordoned off, so you're in separate rooms.
Cool.
Yeah.
I did want to talk to May.
Yeah,
ahead.
I wanted to talk to Gwen.
All right.
got shit to do.
You first, May.
I'm not doing so hot, and I didn't think that I got attacked, but
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
I feel like I did.
Yeah, when I kind of noticed Morton got bit, and then you winced in pain.
What?
That's just what it looked like.
Cuinn make an Arcana check, and Maewyn make a just straight up Wisdom check.
This dice.
Twin dice?
Oh, that was off. Yeah, twin dice. That rolled out of my dice tray.
8.
7.
Yeah, there they are. Yeah, you guys don't really know why that's
Or
happening.
no, 8. 8. I rolled an 8.
You don't really know why
Supposed
it's
to.
happening.
Yeah. I don't know why that would happen, but
Do you think Morton
You-
did something?
There it is.
absolutely, I would not put it past him. That's sneaky. I haven't trusted him since the moment he got in here.
I wonder if anybody saw him do so, but I just don't understand why he would do something to me when he was being attacked.
Well, maybe he did something to you that like bounces the damage to you or something, so he
Oh.
doesn't take as much damage.
It did seem like he like stayed up longer than I expected him to.
Yeah, no, he put up a really good fight.
Maybe
do
we
you
can
want to go
ask.
kill Morton?
No, not yet.
Okay.
maybe we can ask if anybody saw anything. Maybe just like keep. But yeah, I mean, that's not good.
No. Yeah, definitely keep an eye on Morton for sure. No, well,
Okay.
maybe Rosie can do something.
Oh yeah, we should talk to Rosie about it.
Yeah.
Did you want
She's
to?
been
Did you
asleep for
want to
an
talk
hour.
to me? Oh yeah.
That's what I
she's-
wanted to talk to you about.
Oh okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're on the
We met
same
in the
page.
hallway, like in between. As we were like, hey, I gotta.
All right. Well, like I said, I kind of feel like shit, so I'm gonna go to
Yeah.
sleep.
All right. Good night.
Okay, night. We fall asleep in the hall.
You fall asleep on Batty. Chad,
Yeah.
I need you to make a wisdom check with advantage for me. And actually, I'm going to say history check with advantage.
History check.
What is the history,
History
of the
mystery.
scales?
Oh god. Oh no, it's still not good. Okay, well that's a 9. You're like, well, a
Okay.
2 and an 8.
All right. Rosie, I need you to make a wisdom check for me at advantage.
A wisdom check at advantage. Okay. I'm good at this, I say, hoping that this works out for me. Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. With a dirty 20, as you fall asleep at night, you hear that voice again. That roaring thunder voice. As it tells you, I am still here. It also... Hold on, I'm gonna change this just a second. It also tells you things are about to get a lot more complicated. But I need you to stay the path. Because if you are not in his life, something very bad can happen. And immediately you start to wonder who this could be. And your image of your dream, all of a sudden you're soaring over a blue sky. And you see fields of yellow underneath you. A crashing coast towards the east. In a large golden city. In the city you see a high tower. As you see a tall elven man. High elven. Long pointed ears, a crown upon his head. This is clearly the infamous King Zane that you have heard of. He is currently screaming and yelling at his wife, Queen Lysenda. This is an image of the past you immediately know. She is screaming at him about ruining his future and ruining his good name. He says something about how much he loved her. She says, I'm going to kill it. You then peer around a corner and you see a young elven woman watching her two parents argue. She runs away from the halls of this castle, and you see a flash, and you see her going through a shady area, holding a baby in her arms. She then continues, heads to a ship, places the baby on this ship. You see another flash of imagery as this ship is roaring through a storm on the ocean, rolling and turning as the baby cries out in fear. You see the image of another woman, human, kind face, picking this baby up, finding a necklace on this baby. She speaks the elvish name, Rain. And you see another flash, and you see a young half-elven boy playing with a younger human sister, that same woman with the kind face looking over. You see her calling to him, "Chad, come on inside." And in this moment, you know the image, the vision that Dune has granted you. Your party member, Chadrimi Strongjaw, his real name is Rain, and he is the rightful heir to the kingdom of Tirat, and should King Zane die, is the king of the Tirachian kingdom. And that is where we are going to leave off this week. As we will digest that information, and thank you all for joining us so much. This was a great session.
Wow.
I am very glad to have you all here. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central, we've got Cabin in the Woods Part 2, DM'd by Matthew Schwartzwalder. Very excited about that. On Thursday at 6 p.m. Central, we have the finale of Tomb of the Black Sand, DM'd by Thor Goodman. Very excited about that. And then a week from today, Sunday at 2 p.m. Central, we will pick up where we have left off for the Tayaroth campaign. Stay tuned at Charmed Persons on all social medias for more info. Thank you to my players, the best players a DM can ask for. And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.